Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J, Bari, and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J, Bari, and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters need to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back. Like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J, Bari, and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J, Bari, and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gaming credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J, Bari, and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J, Bari, and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J, Bari, and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J, Bari, and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters need to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back. Like, what's up?
What it is, what J Bari in persona, got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gaming credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up.
What?
You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari in persona, got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari in persona, got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari in persona, got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari in persona, got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their bag like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari in persona, got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari in persona, got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gaming credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up.
What?
You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari in persona, got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari in persona, got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introductions. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters need to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? What's good, PlayStation Nation? It's your boy Persona, gaming with Persona, and one half of the What's Up PlayStation podcast crew. And we are back with episode 115 of What's Up PlayStation podcast. Y'all know this is going to be a very special show where we're going to be talking about all types of things when it comes to PSVR2, State of Play, Baldur's Gate 3. And obviously, we are definitely going to also be, talking the membership topics as well. I know, guys, listen, this month has been a really hectic month for Bari and myself. And, especially with the bro Bari and everything that he was going through. So, we definitely missed a couple of weekends this month. So the membership topics is definitely going to be something that we are absolutely going to make sure that we get to this week and that we talk about. And obviously, it's going to be great. Trust me. We are in for a great show though, guys. We can't wait to talk with you guys. And, we appreciate everybody coming through, rocking out with us. But listen, guys, it's not just me. You understand? What's Up PlayStation podcast is a two-man team. You understand? Two New Yorkers. You understand? Two New Yorkers that came together with a podcast for the community, by the community. And we talking about the best list on YouTube, the king of the Bronx, Mr. Jerk Chicken himself, Mr. What? Yo, Bari, what's good, brother? Say what's up to the people.
What's that? What it is, what it do? What's up, PlayStation? What's good, man? PlayStation Nation, what is up, man? Welcome to another episode of the What's Up PlayStation podcast, episode 115 to be exact, man. We are very happy to be back with this episode because it's going to be a very special one. It's going to be a very entertaining one. And we're just happy and pleased to see you guys, the wonderful PlayStation Nation in the chat. We see the beautiful people in the chat, man. Welcome to episode 15. And yeah, for those people that are new to What's Up PlayStation podcast, we are a PlayStation-centric podcast, of course, where we talk about the latest. And I mean the greatest, the good, the bad, the ugly news of PlayStation throughout the week. Like Persona said, I am one of the hosts, Jay Bari. And yeah, we're ready to have some fun, man. Let's get it done.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I have my system sounds not linked to my broadcast mix out. So we got to do it right, Bari. We got to give them the trophies, man. You got to get in the trophies, man. We got to get in the trophies, man. Shout out to the trophies, man. We throwing them trophies out there, man. We throwing them trophies out there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, guys, this is going to be a really special show as well, because obviously we know that PlayStation VR2 did release this week. We know a lot of people in the community, a lot of people out there are getting their PlayStation VRs and enjoying all of the games and things like that. Me and Bari have our PSVR2s as well. We've been playing it. We've been, talking about it, on the side. And, me and Bari both are blown away. And we definitely going to have a very special segment for PlayStation VR2 where we're going to really go in depth and talk about our complete experience, all the games we've been playing, how we feel, do we recommend it and all that good stuff, man. But also we are going to be having some giveaways as well, man. We got 3, yes, you heard that right. Not 1, not 2, 3 copies of Horizon Call of the Mountain that we will be giving away to people in the chat as well. So, good luck to those that may win it. It's just great. We can't wait to do that as well. The first giveaway should be starting right about now, or soon. And,
yes. I just reactivated again, just to make it simpler for everyone. Just put exclamation point PSVR2 and, you should be good. Yep. Should be in the running for Horizon Call of the Mountain.
Yep. So even if you do win a copy and you don't have a PSVR2, if you do decide to get it, now you got a game. You feel me?
Yep.
So obviously, y'all know how we do things here, man. Bari, we got to start off by shouting out the members of the WUPS Nation, man.
Yes, sir.
Y'all know how we do things, man. Listen, if you are a member of the WUPS, if you do want to become a member on the channel, member of the WUPS Nation, the link to that is in the description. Never mandatory, but it's always, always, always appreciated, man. So for our members, we got Philip K, Get This Work, The Unknown, J-Ro49, Cloud Strife, Andy, Arc War Angel, Leech 1399, Philip DVG, Reaper, Fake Outrage, J942, Vel R, Leo Leon, Kendra, Gamer X, Ice Queen Gaming, PS Rewind, Just Wait, Ghostface, Wolfgang, Carl Anchor, Sinister, True Virgil, Alex E, Shake Capo, Zero Steel, Name Redacted, JC 2013,
Name Redacted,
Muck 45, King 1710, TZ, Iman Rich, the Swag Lord, D2 Des, The Wreck, MJ, Sergeant 12, Seattle Chef, South Star, Dresk 47, Corey Macy, Franco Tech, Tevin, Plus on Block Podcast. Make sure you guys check out Plus on Block Podcast every Friday, 8:30. This episode that just passed was a great episode. I know Bari was on there as well. So, I know it was a really good episode. DeJuan Thompson, Jimmy Harris, Kratos 99, Porter Rock 77, Alphonso Carter, Broken Saint 1978, Tarana Duffy, Miles B 93, Upper Room, Steady Flow, Stealth Guy Gaming, Tricelsius, Dat Guy Smitty, Damien, Alphonso Carter, Henri Heck, Star Guardian 88, Oolong T Gaming, Stranded Ninja, Stone, Rabbit Got the Gun. Also, shout out to Stone as well, man. We're going into the month of March, and Stone and Chuck Gaming, they are going to be sponsoring a fighting game charity night where, it's going to be a bunch of different fighting games that they're going to be streaming and commentating on. And all the proceeds and the money that's donated to this charity stream night, that's going to go to charity. And it's $5 entry if you do want to be a participant in the tournament. There is going to be a lot of giveaways and things like that as well that's going to be happening. So make sure you guys go check that out and support Upchuck Gaming and Stone, man, doing great things in the community. Rabbit Got the Gun. Jay Bari, the best lisp on YouTube. Games for Eternity, King Thrash Gaming, Brap, Julian Johnson, Requiem of Demons, It's Me Baby 80, Light Strife, DC Gaming, John Donuts, Tactical Gamer, AC, Stir Crazy, Stardust Acero, GianGianThaDon, J Gamer UK, Cyber Dragon, Unikronn, C-Fresh 2180, Strictly Gaming, Viper Reeps Corner, Jay Wright, Blue Mustang 357, Shy City Gamer, King Keys. ho!
King Geeks, ho!
And then the bro Bird in the building. Shout out to Bird. I try shout out to Bird, man. And then we got Upchuck Gaming, one half of the Plus on Block Boys. We got Nariko 332. No, wait, hold on. Not Nariko, it's Navigator. Then Nariko. Hold on. Navigator 3221. Then we got Nariko. Shout out to Nariko. Then we got the Great Gaming with Persona. Then we got Dreology 619, the other half of Plus on Block Boys. And last but not least, we got Mr. Go, Try Hard Guy Uchiha. Oh! Shout out to the members of the WUPS Nation. Guys, we appreciate y'all so much rocking out with us. And, remember, guys, if you do want to be a member, the link is in the description. Never mandatory, but always appreciated. All right, man, listen, let's get into how we do things here, man. And y'all know how we do things here. We always started off with the games played, the games released throughout the week. And this week is a doozy, Bari. It's a doozy this week, Bari. It's a lot. It's a lot. So the games that released this week, we've got a car for PS5, PS4. We got Atomic Hearts for the PS5, PS4. Harvest Moon Back to Nature for the PS5, PS4.
It's back. That's a classic.
We've got Like a Dragon Ishin for the PS5, PS4. We got Seven Doors for PS5, PS4. The Legend of Dragoon
Typhoon
for the PS5, PS4. Wild Arms 2 for the PS5, PS4. Man, who'd have thought that we'd be saying this again?
Hey, Persona, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do you think PlayStation listens to What's Up PlayStation podcast?
Absolutely, 100%, without a shadow, without a doubt.
That's all I want.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Volcano.
Then we got 2MD VR Football Unleashed All Star for the PS5. We've got After the Fall, great game for the PS5. We've got Altair Breaker for the PS5. Among Us.
I want to get that. I haven't got it yet though. It's a VR game too. My bad.
It is Altair Breaker.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
It looked like an anime type game.
Oh, okay. Then we got Among Us VR, Awesome Asteroids for the PS5.
Among Us VR came out for real?
Yeah, I didn't see that in the store.
Oh, what?
I didn't know that. That's kind of crazy. We got Awesome Asteroids for the PS5, Cactus Cowboy Plants of War for the PS5, Cave Digger 2, Dig Harder for the PS5. We've got Cities VR Enhanced Edition for the PS5, Communist High for the PS5, Demio for the PS5, Drums Rock for the PS5.
I see a lot of people having fun with that game too, man. I heard some good things about the Drums Rock game.
Yeah. Dyschronia Chronos Alternate for the PS5. Fantavision 202X for the PS5. Garden of the Sea for the PS5. Horizon Call to the Mountain for PS5. Jobs.
I'm gonna give away for that.
Yeah, we are, right? Yeah, like
three. We're doing three giveaways for that.
Yeah. Job Simulator for the PS5. Jurassic World Aftermath Collection for the PS5. Kayak VR Mirage for the PS5. Kizuna AI Touch the Beat for PS5. Moss.
Yeah, that's a PSVR game too.
Moss for PS5.
Hey, shout out to Polyarch.
Moss Book 2 for PS5. NFL Pro Era for PS5. Pavlov VR for PS5. For PS5, I said PS5. PS5.
PS5. You mixing Pavlov and 5. So
yep.
PS5.
Then we got Pistol Whip for PS5. Puzzling Places for PS5. Res Infinite for PS5. Song in the Smoke Rekindled for the PS5. Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge Enhanced Edition for the PS5. Great game. Start Enders for PS5. Swordsman VR for PS5, Synth Riders for PS5, Tentacular for PS5, Tetris Effect for PS5, The Last Clockwinder for PS5, The Light Brigade for PS4,
I
PS5.
might get this too, Light Brigade.
The Tale of Onogoro for PS5.
Onogoro?
Thumper for PS5, Townsman VR for PS5, Vacation Simulator for PS5, What the Bat for PS5.
What the bat?
X8 for PS5, Zenith: The Last City for PS5.
We even start that yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we're gonna play.
Sunday. Probably Sunday. We'll load that up.
Yeah. Zombieland Headshot Fever Reloaded for PS5, Blood Bowl 3 for PS5,
he's still going.
Chef Life for PS5, PS4, Grim Guardians Demon Purge for PS5, PS4.
I want that. I need that.
Redemption Reapers for PS4, Arcade Archive Dondoko Dawn for PS4, Cannon Army for PS4, Kanta Console Edition for PS5, PS4, Clive and Wrench for PS5, PS4, Do Not Open for PS4.
Do not open what?
Do not open. That's it.
What?
That's all it says. Just do not open anything.
So don't open anything.
Anything. Nothing at all. Do not open.
So if I see a box right in front of me,
do not open.
And it don't. I got.
Do not open. Yep. Do not open. Game Deck Definitive Edition for PS5. Loot Box Life Plus for PS5, PS4.
Oh, damn,
that's kind of crazy. Loot Box. Life, right?
Plus.
Octopath Traveler 2, amazing game. PS5, PS4. Truck Driver Premium Edition for PS5. And last but not least, Truck Driver Premium Edition for PS5. Whew. I ain't gonna lie, man. That was a ton of games that released.
A lot of VR
this week. Jeez, yeah, a lot of VR games this week, man. I wonder why.
I wonder why.
Shout out to Lincoln Clay, man. Appreciate you for the $5 super chat. He says, "What's up, Bari and Persona? What's good, Lincoln? Appreciate you."
Lincoln, what's good? That's the
VR
VR god right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, guys. Listen, we are now in the spotlight portion of the show, and if you are new to what the spotlight is, the spotlight is where me and Bari give you a game or games that we think y'all should check out. It could be a brand new games. We're not on camera yet, Bari.
I know. I was hinting to you to, we're going to set it up.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for spoiling it.
My fault, bro.
It could be. That boy can spoil shit, boy.
All right, listen, the spotlight portion of the show is where me and Bar give you a game or games that we think y'all should check out, right? It could be a brand new game, it could be an old game, it could be a game from your childhood, it could be a game that hasn't even released yet. The purpose of the spotlight is for us to give you games that we think the community should check out. So Bari, starting with you, what is your spotlight game of the week, and are you gonna break the rules?
Absolutely. I'm going to break the rules, but I'm going to break the rules very short and concise. Okay? It's going to be very short and concise. Okay? Did I say that right? Concise.
Very lispy. Very lispy.
So the first game, you already know the vibes. Octopath Traveler 2. Been having a great time with it. Got about 9 hours already in it. You know what I mean? That's a cool, very engaging JRPG game. I love the look of the pixel art. This looks amazing, looks beautiful. You know what I mean? I love what Square Enix is doing when it comes to these pixeled, modernized games, and I can't wait for them to do that stuff with like the Dragon Quest and other, classic games that they're doing. But yeah, Octopath Traveler 2, man, amazing game. Loving the story so far. I'm happy that I started out with Throne. Dope character, she's like the thief, you know what I mean, coming from the shadows, the dark, and like she's pretty much, not to spoil it, but she want to come out into the world as far as like she's much greater than what she is or a part of, and I'm loving that aspect of the story. I met up with 2 other characters, which I think is personally dope, and especially that cleric. Tinos, Minstrel. Oh my god, I thought this character's gonna be like a little weak dude, but man, he got some thump, boy. Like he can dump. Yo, that little rod. I was like, damn, this dude is level 2 right now. He's like hitting. I'm like, okay,
yeah, he got some
heat on him. And Oswald is the other character that met. He's like a scholar, like a mage type character as well. So yeah, like I'm enjoying it. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff going on, Octopath VR, your backlog games that you started in January and all that stuff. But yo, Octopath is definitely that game where I've been waiting for it. I enjoyed what I played from part 1, even though I didn't finish out part 1 because, other reasons. But yeah, part 2, I'm fully engaged. I'm locked in. And yeah, we're going to get that thing complete. We're going to platinum that joint. You know how the vibes are because the trophies are here, man.
Yes, sir.
And the second thing I'm going to spotlight Persona, man. I'm just gonna do it entirety that whole goddamn PlayStation VR2 launch lineup. Okay.
Hey, yo,
You know what I mean?
you just spotlight 30 games.
Absolutely. You get them all off. I'm spotlighting every single goddamn one of them because so far, every game that I've played that's due to the PlayStation VR has been really good. You know what I mean? I played about 5 games so far. I have about 14 of them. I haven't got to everything. You know what I mean? Everybody have their different lists as far as what they're, suggesting and what they're recommending. And I have those games, just haven't gotten there yet because the games that I am playing are really, really good.
Yeah.
One of them is that we're doing 3 giveaways. Horizon Call of the Mountain. Man, what an experience. What a game. The eye tracking on point. The visuals, amazing.
You cutting, skipping a little bit. Just a little
Am
bit.
I?
Yeah, like a little bit skipping. Like as you're talking, it's like yeah, just a
Is
tad.
it still skipping? Let me make sure.
Not just a second. Like when you're talking like long sentences, it starts to skip a little bit. That's when we catch it. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah, man. Horizon Call of the Mountain, amazing game from beginning to where I'm at. You get a lot of tools within you to help you climb. You know what I mean? It's very shocking how people can be, bashing a game that's called Call of the Mountain. Like, what do you expect you're going to be doing? You're going to be, you know what I mean? You're going to be climbing, and the climbing feels great. It feels amazing. The bow and arrow feels great. Feels amazing. When you get the pickaxe, you feel like you're digging into that dirt. You know what I mean? You feel like you're digging into the stone and all that stuff, man. So yeah, man, PlayStation VR2. I'm highlighting the whole launch lineup persona, man, because so far I haven't played a bad game yet.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
those are my spotlights. You know what I mean?
That's a hell of a lead off with the spotlights, man. Real talk. Yeah, no, those were great spotlights, man. For me personally, my spotlight games for the week, I'm actually gonna break the rules as well. You feel me? My first game that I'm gonna spotlight now that I've completed the game. I completed the game this past week. Hogwarts Legacy. Listen, man. Let me tell you something about Hogwarts. You understand? Let me tell you something about Hogwarts, man. This game really is incredible. Like, yo, it is an incredible game that I truly
Incredible. I like that.
I love this game so much, man, and I really enjoyed my time with it. I am gonna get the platinum, but the thing is, man, there's just so many other games that are releasing right now that it kind of pulled me away from getting the platinum. But I did want to at least complete the game before I moved on to other things. And so, Hogwarts Legacy, it's a game that I think people need to play. It's especially if you're into like the magic, fantasy, Harry Potter, wizarding and all that other stuff, man. This game caters to that itch very well, very well. And this is, and I know it's early. We're only just now getting into March, but really and truly, this game absolutely is in the game of the year conversation for me personally. Hogwarts Legacy is in the game of the year conversation, and I'm gonna be honest, it's better than Elden Ring.
Oh damn, you went there, bro?
Absolutely.
Come on, Persona, man.
You
just like violence in the morning, huh?
Yes, sir. And then the second game that I'm going to spotlight, Bari already said it, but I'm just going to add to it just a little bit because he's definitely much further than I am. But Octopath Traveler 2, I got the collector's edition on the way. I got the steelbook the other day. I love this game so much so far, man. I ended up going with Chet as my my first character that I'm kind of roaming through the world with, and I was a big fan of Octopath Traveler 1 as well. I was hoping that they would bring that to PlayStation so I can actually finish it and get a platinum, but they didn't. So after I finish Octopath Traveler 2, we're just gonna have to go back to the Switch or PC and finish that up real quick. But I'm loving Octopath Traveler 2 so much. It's definitely a game that I'm really going to be spending a lot of time in and finishing that up and whatnot, man. And if you're into JRPGs, this is a game for you. Trust me, you're gonna love this. And then the last game that I'm actually going to spotlight, man, we're going to talk about it in this next segment, but I do just want to spotlight this real quick. After the Fall, this is a really great zombie zombie VR shooting game that, you know, me and Bari was playing. Is really fun. You could play with your friends. Very easy to get friends together.
Crossplay.
Yeah, it's crossplay. The lobby system is pretty simplistic, very streamlined. And yo, my time with this game, I really enjoyed it, man. It was really fun, very immersive, especially playing it in VR. This is definitely, I think, if you're someone that's getting into VR, I think After the Fall is definitely a game you should look at and pay attention to, especially if you're trying to play with friends or try to get like a high action experience on VR. But yeah, those are my spotlights. And yeah, so now are we gonna talk about Last of Us first, or we want to do VR, Bari? VR? Oh,
Let's talk about Last of Us. Let's talk about Last of Us.
On camera or off cam?
Off camera as we set up.
Okay,
you know
got you. All right, man. So, yo, Bari, I'm looking at you. I can't stop laughing. I don't got mine on yet, but so
that's what I'm saying. Like as we're talking about it, you know, you set up.
Got you. So big shout out to J Dub real quick, man. Appreciate you for the super chat. He says PlayStation carrying gaming on its back. Hashtag PSVR for the win. Absolutely. And then shout out to Upchuck Gaming, man. One half of the Plus on Block boys. Remember, guys, check out Plus on Block podcast every Friday at 8:30 Eastern. Chuck says, "What up, fellas in chat? Persona, we gonna rain. We got rain in Cali, bro. Hey, man, I hear y'all getting snow. Never mind the rain.
You was getting hella rain yesterday.
You boys got snow out there. But you see, I made a couple calls, Chuck, and I made sure y'all got some rain. You feel me? I had to make a couple calls.
Yeah, I was speaking over there in Cali. I was a motivational speaker, and I made it rain over there. Yeah.
Oh shit. All right, man. So let's talk about Last of Us episode 6. Going into this episode, Bari, I thought that we were definitely going to get a lot more than what we got, and it was just moving too quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of want you to start us off, man. How you feeling about Last of Us episode 6 and so far with this series? Because this is something that you and I talked about off stream quite a few times, especially when the episode aired. But this show is really kind of starting to dip for me in terms of my overall score. But how you feeling about this episode? And just break it down for us, bro.
So like I'm enjoying the Last of Us TV show. I think the TV show is well crafted. But if you're coming in somebody new to this series, not knowing what it is, I think you're going to have a great time watching what you're watching. But that is not the perspective of where I'm coming from. So I got to be honest and give my thoughts. Even though I'm not coming from a new perspective, I still do enjoy the show. But episode 6, I feel like they are rushing through a lot of the character building and that relationship building that Joel and Ellie are experiencing with the TV show. You know what I mean? I to be honest with you, I know people's going to sit here and cap. I want to see more action portions in the TV show, because I felt like, yeah, in a video game, you're gonna have more of that gameplay aspects, but within that gameplay aspects, there were character building there that I would like to see that translate into a TV show. You know what I mean? We see little glimpses here and there of it, like in episode 4 and whatnot, or the second episode. But I kind of want more of it with this TV show. So episode 6, they're going through, Jackson, which you really didn't get to Jackson until like the end of the game. And yeah, they're doing a lot of talking points, setting up, for other seasons, of course, with episode 6. But I do like the dialogue going back and forth between Tommy and Joel. But I just feel like I need more of Joel and Ellie surviving through this world, and this world actually being a threat, because these people are just walking and traveling around this world, and they're not even being attacked. This is like the third time I see you sleeping outside in the wilderness, and you're not even being attacked by anything, not even an animal. You know what I mean? It's bothering you. You got no infected, no raiders, no nothing. You just sleeping, having a grandiose time, drinking coffee. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, is this world deadly? Is this world threatening? You know what I mean? Like what they're trying to convey, that they tried to convey in episode 1 and 2. I feel like the threat, the danger of the world is not really happening in 3 and 4 and 5 and in 6. 5 you did see a little bit of it, but you had them going through the sewers where these infected were placed, and nothing happened until a car crash happened and got everybody out there. You know what I mean? It's just weird, some of the things that they're doing. And the university scene, I am sorry, bro, I was so confused. Like, I felt like I fell asleep, and then I woke up. I'm like, oh, what happened? How did we get here? But no, I didn't fall asleep. It just skipped. They just skipped instantly. Yo, you got to the university, then all of a sudden you're being chased, then you got stabbed. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, how are you skipping these things? These things are what the gamers that play this game want to see. Mm-hmm. Why are you skipping so much of it, in my opinion? You know what I mean? So I feel like the execution, it's passable, but for the gamer that's watching the show, I want and I expect more. You know what I mean? So I didn't rate this episode as strong as prior episodes. I probably gave it like a 6 or a 7. Because you had the setup, but it wasn't executed properly, in my opinion. As somebody that loves the TV show, I love the game and love these characters, it wasn't set up properly. And I know people's going to be in the comments like, well, Jay Bar, you should be the director.
It's not
and
the
you
game.
should be the writer. Well,
like,
I don't want to see no criticisms when it comes to video games because you ain't created. How about that? Shut your dumb ass points up. You guys make no sense. You guys are the saying shit just so you can feel good and damage control about something that you probably feeling the same way about.
Those is bars right there, my brother. Those is bars, man.
I apologize, man.
Nah, look, listen, I agree, man. Like, I think when it comes to what I was expecting when it came to the show, I knew that they were going to go about it in a different way, right? I knew that there was going to be, certain changes that would be made, because I even said this at the beginning of the show, that there wouldn't be too much, it's not the game, and I'd have to shut my gamer brain off in certain scenes and in certain sections. I understood that, and I got that 100%. But one of the things that I always felt when it came to this show was that we would still get at least some of those more defining moments from the game. And obviously it doesn't need to be 1-to-1, but I was hoping that it would be a bit more fleshed out. Like, I feel like some of these episodes are too short. Too much time is spent on certain things over other things when the other things are a bit more important, especially when it comes to the story and the journey. And don't get it twisted. I'm not trying to say that the show is bad. I enjoy the show for what it is, but in terms of like Last of Us and what I was expecting, I gotta be honest, man. My expectations so far haven't been thoroughly met when it comes to this show. I do like the actors and actresses that they've gone with, and I think that the acting and cinematography and things like that is great. And I like certain changes that they've made as well, and certain surprises and things like that. And even when it comes to episode 6, the reason why I've scored episode 6 I think I gave it like a 7 out of 10, and that's because I felt like it was just moving entirely too quickly, man. Like, this is an episode that I feel if you were gonna cram the meaning of Tommy and the university in one episode, it should have been 90 minutes to allow enough time for certain scenes to play out, to allow for enough time for things to be fleshed out, things to be explored more. Because from scene to scene to scene, it just feel like it was it was rushing. Even when he was telling Tommy about her, it went from that to them in the room. And I'm like, well, damn, like it was just like, there was no lead up to that. It was just boom, boom, boom. And then it cuts from that to, you know, them getting a horse and lead. And I'm just like, damn, bro, like this shit is.
Yeah, they should have put like some type of action scene to help build that up, because in the game, yeah, you had that argument between Ellie and Joel, but through them surviving, you know, the people that was chasing them down, you know what I mean, he realized like, yo, I really do care about this girl. I know they already set that up in the TV show, but yeah, I want to see a little bit more, man, because I remember when the show first came out, episode 1, and I'm looking at the chat, I'm seeing everybody's comments and things like that. And one thing that everybody came into the agreement is like, yo, I can't wait for that final episode in our hospital where people knew what they want to get into with that episode. They know that Joel was going to go bad shit crazy to save Ellie. But all of a sudden, I feel like due to how the show is progressing, a lot of people's expectations as far as when it comes to action and things like that have been dwindled down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now I see people saying stuff like, well, it's a TV show. We don't need all the action. I'm like, what the fuck?
Which that's cap, bro. Like, yo, really?
How you anticipating this episode, but you don't need no action?
That's
like,
cap,
what?
Man. Like, people that are saying that got to stop bullshitting and stop capping, because
and maybe I wouldn't be like that if, you know, like, if there was a fade into black or cutting away the camera angle when you blow somebody's head off or actually killing somebody or shooting.
Yeah.
Like every single thing that they doing, like as far as gruesome or any type of gore, it's just like they pan away from it. And I'm just like, yo, we trying to see that. We know what Last of Us is, man.
Yep. No, I agree. So, you know, for me, man, I got to be honest, man. It's like the more I watch the show, the more I'm just like, no. Like, you know, and maybe that's me, but I do think like the Sam Henri episode, I thought was great. The lead up to that, I liked as well, even though I have an issue with how they kind of set up Ellie saving Joel's life. I still liked that episode. You know, I thought it was a cool episode. This episode 6, man, I gotta be honest, I think this might be one of like the weakest episodes so far for me personally.
That and William episode.
Yeah. Very weak. But in terms of like the overall score, you know, like I said, I gave episode 6 a 7 out of 10. The overall,
which ain't bad. It's not bad.
That's not bad at all. But you know, I was expecting more. And in terms of like my overall thoughts of the show so far, man, it's sitting about like about a 7 as well. Like overall with the show, it's sitting at about a 7, man. These last 3 episodes are gonna be make or break for me, man. Especially this hot. I need to see how this hospital section. First of all, the last episode was only 43 minutes. I need to see what they do here. Because if they butcher, if
43 minutes, if they butcher the last episode, I never seen how you ending the season finale with like one of the shortest episodes.
Exactly. If they butcher this hospital scene, bro, in this hospital section, yo, the overall score for this show going to dip for me significantly, bro. Like, I'm not kidding. It's going to dip.
I better not see a fade camera when they shoot the doctor or something. You better not fade that camera to somewhere else.
Like, why they keep hiding the kills, bro? This HBO. This ain't UPN, CW. This is HBO, bro. Like yo, show these people getting killed, man. Especially
we want to see the guts on the wall.
Especially since HBO has shown worse. You feel me? Like, HBO has shown worse. That's why it's so weird to see them be tame with a show like The Last of Us. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah. So what score you giving this episode, Bari, and your overall score for the show so far?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6, man. I don't like that whole time skip, the anime time skip that they did towards the end of the goddamn show, man. You know what I mean? You enter the university and you just skipped on over to people chasing you. Who was chasing you?
Oh, yo, let me talk about that real quick. Yo, the way they did it with the way they did it with the bat, I was like, oh my God, no. Like, no, the man should have fell from the high point with the rebarb and then showing Ellie having to save him to get him out of there. Like, they butchered that universe. They butchered. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, no, this episode was a 6.5 because they butchered that university section like bad.
They did.
That university section was butchered, man. They like it's like they didn't even care with that section. Wow. Yeah, no, this episode was a 6.5, 100%. But okay. Now, let's get into, we talked about Last of Us, man. The next episode is obviously tomorrow. We definitely gonna be tuned in, hoping for it's the Riley episode, so it should be pretty cool. It should be pretty cool. Can't wait to see that interaction between, Ellie and Riley and how they play that out.
Yeah,
but
I get to see more infected. That's what I want.
Yeah, we should at least. We'll see. But all right, boy, listen, man. Now we are in the VR section of the show. And boy, are you ready? I'm about to change scenes. You see me?
Whoa!
Can you see me?
I see you, bro.
You see me? I see you.
All
right, guys, listen. We are going into VR section, and man, let's talk about this VR, man. What's good, guys? Yo, we in VR, guys. We are coming at you live in VR, man. How are y'all feeling today, man? Listen. So PlayStation VR, Bari. This thing is it's incredible. Yo, this thing is really incredible.
Can you see us in VR? Persona, I can see it in your eyes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Is there something on my face? What? The chat. I see the chat laughing. Is there something on my face? What is that? What's that on my face? Whoa. Yo, man, let's talk about this place. Oh, you got the nunchuck? Hold on, I was gonna say nunchucks. Hold on. Here we go. Yo, let's talk about it, Bari, man. Yo, this PlayStation VR2 is out. We are, we've been playing it since Wednesday. It's been an entire celebration. You understand? So talk to us, man. Like, how you feeling about the PSVR? There was a couple of things that I kind of wanted us to go through. The build, the comfortability, the quality, the setup process.
Let's break it down to set up. How comfortable it is, and then we'll get into like impressions and hardware and stuff like that. But overall, I am very happy with PlayStation VR 2. I feel like I said, this is a huge leap up from VR 1, which I have right here. You know what I mean? Just off the weight, everything. When it comes to VR 1, PlayStation has done a way better job. Obviously, form factor, it's still very similar.
Yep. But
overall, the feel of everything feel good. So let me get into the setup process, and we already know what we're going to talk about. As you can see here with VR 1, let me pull this thing up here.
It's one cord, guys. I think you see it. One cord. It's one cord.
You see VR 1 already. You already had the number 5. You guys can see that? The number 5, with the hookup. So the setup already out the box with PlayStation VR 2, way better than VR 1. Like, you take the thing out the box, you plug it in, and you're ready to go. You're ready to set up when it comes to VR 2. The setup process was nice and simple too. They did a great job as far as making it feel cool. Also, making it feel futuristic with it scanning the room and everything, and setting up your
process
playroom.
Was incredible, man. Like, just like setting, like the whole scanning. Like, once you put the thing on for the first time and you do the initial setup with the scan and everything, yo, seeing that, like seeing your whole room and then seeing the blue lights and the PlayStation symbols all around your room and stuff like that. Yo, that stuff was like really, really dope to see, and I really loved that. Like, that really was like, well, I was like, yo, PSVR 2 is really about to be something incredible. Just seeing that, I was like, yo, this is really about to be something like amazing. But go ahead, continue.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Like, one thing I did love is like how the tutorial was great, because they're teaching you how, each button on the headset is. If you want to push out the screen, you do that. You have a function button to go to the pass through that we're doing this podcast right now through.
For people that are wondering, real quick before you continue, but for people who wonder, like, how are we seeing you or seeing anything while we're here? So there's like these camera, like you see the little circles there. Those are like the cameras on the headset, and if you press the function button underneath towards the right, your right side, and there's like a button to the far right underneath. When you press that, that's how we're able to see. You know, I can still see my screens and see my phone and everything, and the mic and everything like that. That's how we're able to see, which is really cool. So, like, you know, if you wanted to like find, because I know some people might be like, oh, well, if I put it on, how am I supposed to find the controllers? Well, that's why all of that is there. It makes it easier for you to see your surroundings so that you know what's going on, but also so that, you know, the motion tracking and things like that. Because one of the tedious things about PSVR1 is you had to have the camera set up and positioned in a way to where it was capturing your motion and everything very clearly. With PlayStation VR2, that's not the case, because since the camera is on your face as well, it's able to easily capture any type of motions that you're doing with the Move controllers and this, that, and all this other shit and stuff like that. So it makes for a much more seamless experience as well when it comes to the setup, but also making it more immersive, as opposed to PSVR1, where if you move too far out of range or if it's not centered properly, then you know, it just breaks the immersion when you're playing a game.
Yeah, 100%. Like in my experiences, the tracking has been amazing here, because, you know, when I do use it, you got to pretty much be in a well-lit environment. So, you know, I got good lighting when it comes to like my windows, and I also have, like, you know, my lights that I turn on here. But yeah, I never really I have no issues when it came to tracking the headset. But yeah, setup process, agree 100%. You get into your game, you pretty much a setup, depending on how you are setting up your play area. That's probably going to be the longest point of the setup. But everything else is a simple and quick. Like even the eye tracking, when you experience that for the first time, you're like, yo, this is like on point. I was around, you know, the eye tracking part where they tell you to look around and you hear the little ding 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 ding. Yeah, I was just looking around playing music with my eyes in the VR, like the setup.
Oh,
and I'm
with
like,
with the eye tracking, yo, it's crazy how accurate the eye tracking is as well. Because yeah, when you're doing the initial setup, you also have to set up like the eye tracking, and it has you look at like these different circles all around while you have the PSVR on, so that it calibrates the eye tracking to your eye movement and positioning. And the eye tracking in this VR headset is no joke, man. Like this thing really, really is like incredible when it comes to how accurate and precise it is, especially when I got into Horizon Call of the Mountain, and like I'm looking at different things in the menu with just my eyes, and it's going to it. I'm just like, whoa, like this is crazy, man.
And if you're hyper like me, like you're always just looking around, like, yo, it's really tracking everything, bro. Like there's times where I'm like, oh yeah, let me go to return to the game, but I'm glaring over to the left or something, and it's like, oh, you caught me. Yeah, I was looking over there, you know what I mean? But yeah, setup wise, once again, man, it is a stark difference between PlayStation VR 1 and 2. And I feel like that is probably one of the biggest selling points of it as well, because how simplistic it is to set up and get going into a game. This is a gaming headset. You know what I mean? You're not really doing no metaverse and things like that. Well, as of right now, but you can get into a game really, really quick. And one little tip that I want to, suggest for people when it comes to setting up the play area, don't be so exact when it comes to your play area. Like if you have a line that you want it to stop at, go over that line just a little bit. So, you know what I mean? It because it floats and stuff like that, right? So you don't want to be too precise, because if you're too precise, you might, when you cross that area, that play area is going to recognize, it's going to, you know what I mean? And don't set it as like, you can set up the play area restrictions. Like you can set it up like low or medium, put it on medium. Leave it on medium. Don't put it as high, because when you put it on high, it will pretty much take you out the immersion of the game. So like I said, just put up like a little foot over, and whatever your restriction area is, put it over like a little foot over, and then you should be fine, because that's what I did, and I was fine with it. But yeah, let's go into, how comfortable it is, Persona. Look, we've been talking for like, what, 20 minutes now on our head, and I have no issue with it. It's so light.
Yeah,
like, to be honest with you, when you take it out the box, it's just like, yo, this thing is super light.
Yep.
Why is it so light?
That actually
all the technology
me,
that's in there is like, wow.
That actually threw me off guard. Like when I was unboxing it and I lifted the box, because I was like, yo, why does the charger feel heavier than the VR? I was like, what? And then it's like, yo, when I took this VR headset out the box, I was truly like very amazed at how light this thing is. I'm like, yo, this thing is extremely light, right? And I like that they did that with design, because there's a lot of technology in this headset and a lot of things that go into it. If you watch the breakdown that PlayStation did, you would see like there's a lot going on when it comes to this VR, and the fact that they had that much stuff going on with this thing, but still it's still very light. That was very, very impressive to me. And even like when you're putting it on and like you're adjusting like the headband and all these other different things, it's very comfortable, and it's premium, like with the cushioning that's on the top here, right? And then the rubber part that's inside the headset that you use to kind of push the screen and stuff closer and further.
No light bleed.
There's no light bleed or anything like that. But using the VR for long sessions, it's very comfortable. You won't feel like you've got this big heavy thing on your head and it's kind of weighing you down. At least I didn't get that vibe from it when it comes to PSVR2.
I didn't get that either, because my first play session that I had with it, when we got it, I was playing it from like 1 and change, like 140 something, to like it was like around like 7, like a good 6-hour session, and I didn't feel no weight on me. Like I think PlayStation did a great job with that, even with PlayStation VR 1, how comfortable that headset is and how light it is. This headset is lighter than VR1. You know what I mean? Like VR1, like you hold it up, it's going to have that drop down, and it's significantly drop down, but it's not like it's super, super heavy. But I don't feel the weight of this, this part right here, like this weighing down on me. You know what I mean? It feels pretty good how you set it up and whatnot. The cord, I was pointing out to the cord earlier. The cord, I don't have an issue with the cord, man. The cord actually, when it's all tangled up or when it's all rolled up, it feels heavier than the goddamn headset. Am I tripping, Persona?
Nah, you're not tripping with that at all, man, because it's a pretty lengthy cord. I want to say this cord is maybe like 14, 15 feet. And so when you call that thing up, it's a hefty weight.
Yeah, man. So the cord I have no issue with. Like, I feel like this is like the optimal way to do it. Just put it behind your back, like so. And you'll be good. Like I did that with Horizon. When you're playing like an active game, you're gonna have to set it away. You're gonna feel the cord, but it's not like killing your experience with it. But I like what PlayStation did here, because they want to give you like a streamlined experience. You're not getting, here's wireless, where the graphics and the look of the game is substantially different than when I actually plug it into the PlayStation. You know what I mean? That's a simple process. You plug it in and you play your games, and you get a consistent look as far as what they're trying to deliver with these games. You know what I mean? Horizon is no wireless mode and plugged in mode. No, your experience with Horizon is going to be set up. It's going to be one experience. And for those people that's like struggling as far as with any type of clarity and anything like that, don't have the VR headset all super tight on your head. You know what I mean? Just put it down, pop it right on your head right here. Boom. However, you adjust your headset. Like I have it high here, but I have it low down here. And it's clear. In the pass-through mode, it is very clear. Like I can see Persona very clearly. The text message that's going on in the chat, can't really see that, to be honest with you. But overall, I can see my environment very, very clearly.
I was gonna say, like, it's because a couple of people have actually asked me, reached out to me in the DMs and stuff like that, asking me like, is this thing blurry? Like, why is this so blurry for me and whatnot? And just to add on to what Bari said, you are supposed to sit the headset on like an angle. So it's kind of supposed to be like slanted, like kind of going upward a little bit, so that the screen in this portion of the headset sits above your nose bridge, and it kind of sits snug right there, and that's how it's supposed to sit. At least for me, like that's how it is. And you might have to adjust, man, because this top part
you might have to like put it up a little higher, so when you drop it, you have a clear view.
Not only that, but also there's a dial that you can adjust the lens of how far or how close it is. But also, you know, like Bari said, with the button here, you use that to kind of move the screen inward and outward, so that you can kind of adjust how close or how far it is to your face, because you might be nearsighted, farsighted. I don't know. So you can adjust all of that as well until you get like the perfect balance of it's clear and it's not any ghosting or blurry or anything like that.
Yeah, and the thing is, the way how the headset is built, you're not going to worry about any light bleeding in, so you don't have to have the thing all scrunched up on your face. That could mess up like how clear, or you know, like how clear the image can be too, because you probably want to put it so close so you don't want no eye bleed. Like I don't have it close up. Simple, boom. That's how easy it is, and I can see everything clearly. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like I said, a good advice that I've given people is like set this part really, really high, like where your hairline is at, and then drop it. If you have a clear image, then that's when you know, tighten it with a bat dial.
Yep. All right, man. So you know that was I think that was pretty in depth. I think we went in depth with that. Bari.
We can take this off now.
Hold on, guys. Shit. Yo. One thing I will say, man. That shit gets hot as fuck in there. Ooh-wee. Hold on. Let me fix my waves.
We back.
Okay. We're back. We're back, guys. We're back. Okay. Here we go. So yeah, man, listen. That was an in-depth look of like how it is to wear the headset and the build quality and stuff like that, right? But yo, Bari, man, talk to us, man. What's some games? So all right, so pretend that I'm new. I'm coming to you and I'm saying, hey Bari, hey man, so you know, I'm very new to VR and I don't really know what games to buy and whatnot, you know, so what are some games you would recommend to me as a brand new VR person? Let's talk about that, man. And you've played a little bit more games than me so far, and I think a lot of our choices will be similar because we've played a lot of the same games as well. So we can kind of go back and forth with that. But you know, what's a game, you know, top of your list, man? What's a game that you feel that people need to play or get when they're getting a VR headset?
Oh man, look no further, Persona.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
This is the must-get game. You know, if you want to take full advantage of everything PlayStation VR is offering. This is like the Astrobot. This is the Ratchet and Clank, the Returnal of PlayStation VR2. You know what I mean? You know, you're going to get a workout in this game too, because you're going to be climbing. Call the mountain. You're going to be climbing a lot. It's a lot of climbing in it, but they make it fun and engaging. You know what I mean? You're not really like limited as far as how or where the path you want to take to climb. And then, you know, when you get further in the game, you get more tools to, you know, do stuff as far as with climbing. But I just have to suggest that game first. Also, like I said, we're doing a giveaway right now. And yeah, you guys can still be in a running for giveaway. We got 9 people that signed up for the giveaway so far. And we're going to be doing 3 of these copies. So shout out to my man Caleb Kaiser as well for sponsoring one of these giveaways. But yeah, Horizon Call of the Mountain is one of the games I gotta suggest. GT7, man. GT7 is a game changer. Like I've been saying on on Good Gaming Podcast. Shout out to Kofi and J-Man. I was a guest on their podcast on Thursday. I was also a guest on Mooch's podcast, Crossfire, yesterday. And I am not a racing enthusiast, you know what I mean? Where, I don't love racing games like that, whether it's simulation or arcadey. I play them here and there, experience it, keep it moving, play online, keep it moving. But this game in VR, you can possibly turn into a racing enthusiast because the experience is so much different than just playing it on the TV with your controller. Yeah. Like, you feel like you're really in the car. Like, I've used all my cars that I own, not all of them, but majority of them, because some have like no hood. They're more like a go-kart kind of experience. I pulled up my Bugatti that I bought that I never raced yet, and I finally pulled that up. And just looking at the cars in the showroom, and you hearing the rumble, and you feeling that in your head, and it's just a different experience, man. And when you get into that cockpit view, it's a way different experience, man. Like, I think PlayStation have done a great job when it comes to this, further immersing you within the world because of the haptics, the vibration, the sound, the 3D audio is pumping in your ear. Like, you're feeling it, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? You get into a crash, cars is whispering you by, and all that stuff.
And even when you look like from side to side, like, the outside of the car also looks really good.
You can see your blind spot, like you're really driving.
Yeah, like you can look behind you, like you'll see the back of your car. Like, if you're looking out the windows and stuff like that, it all looks really, really good. It's not just the car dashboard and all that stuff that looks good. The surrounding area looks really good too, because it's the entire game in VR. Like, you're playing this entire game in VR. And so, like, this, I agree with Bari. I'm not that big of a sim guy anymore, a lot like back in the day with those types of games, but I'm not gonna lie, man. Playing this in VR has reignited my joy for Sims, and that immersion alone is just it's incredible. Like, really and truly, it's incredible. Got me
looking into racing wheels and like cockpits and things like that. Like, I'm really looking them up. I got like 3 that I see. Not the racing wheel. The racing wheel, I'm pretty set. Like, it's either Logitech or the Thrustmaster, but the Thrustmaster is like sold out. But the cockpits, I see a bunch of them, and I'm just like, oh, okay, we're gonna, how I am, Persona, man. I like to research heavy. You know what I mean? I had that thing sitting in the cart like a good month before I pressed that button. But Gran Turismo is like a this game would change your opinion on your thoughts on racing, because you feel it like you're really racing. There's a lot of games I want to suggest, but this like Resident Evil Village is an amazing experience. Moss Book 1 and 2. I feel like those people got to get those games. But one game I want to really highlight that it's not like a chaotic experience, and zombies are not chasing you, and you know what I mean. You're just pretty much just having a good time at your leisure time here, and that's Kayak VR, man. It is a beautiful looking game. Just hearing the water hit the boat, feeling the water hit your boat. Interacting with the world, because the world is fully interactable in kayak. You know what I mean? You can push off with your paddle off the rocks and things like that. And yeah, it's just a tranquil experience, man. Like, so far I've just been doing like a lot of free roaming. If you want the chaotic stuff, just go into like the racing, like the time trials, where you're gonna be like, you know what I mean? But nah, man, I really love Kayak VR. I think it's amazing. I saw a funny clip. Like, shout out to my man. I think it was Sumo or it was Guap that was quote tweeting it. He was like, "Damn, yo." He's like, they're gonna call PETA because one dude he hit a snake. He hit a snake, and the snake ended up dying. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh wow. Damn, I didn't even know you can hit the animals. You know what I mean? I've been just looking at the animals. Yo, you can put your head underwater, and the audio just changes. Like it sounds like you're underwater. It feels like you're underwater, man. But yeah, another game too that we played after the fall, man. Yo, going into that game, man. I didn't think it was gonna be like super crazy. I'm like, oh, this game was on PlayStation 4. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe they're just gonna tack on a VR experience, but nah, bruh. That jump was like a full lit.
Yeah, this is a
whole immersive world.
Yeah. No, this is. If you're trying to find a game that, like I said in my spotlight, if you're trying to find a game that you're trying to play with friends, and y'all got VRs, and it's very immersive. After the Fall is definitely that, man. Like that game is really, really fun. Very high action, high octane. You're gonna be engaged, man. Like when me and Bari was playing, man, we ended up making a friend with somebody that came from Oculus and was playing this. And yo, man, we was oh, yo, it's so fun, man.
We was playing dodgeball. We was dipping, dodging, ducking. We was doing all of these, the 5D. We did all of that junk playing that game, bro.
One game I'm gonna mention as well. I'm not sure if you got to this game yet, Bari. Like in terms of you playing it, but Star Wars.
Oh no, I didn't get to it. I'm gonna do it tonight.
Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Listen, man, Enhanced Edition. Listen, man. Yo, Bari, man. I feel like I'm in Menace to Society. The way you hold that blaster, boy. Yeah, I'll be like this. I'll be like, hey, yo, man, what's good? What's good? Yo, it's the action in this game is fire, bro. Like I love it, man. And I'm still like early in the game. I'm not even like I'm not nowhere major. And like, yo, once I got that blaster and the enemies start pulling up, and like the way you hold it and everything, and that's one thing about the controllers, man. The controllers, they're so fun to like use, man. Like they made these controllers very well, man. Like I'm really digging these controllers, right? So, you know, like when you holding a gun, and even in After the Fall, it's the same way. Because in After the Fall, the way you can set it up is this controller is how you would pull like a clip from your chest. So you would pull it, or well, pretend this is the gun hand. You empty the one clip. You pull a clip from your chest, you go like that, boom, 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 boom. Yo, and so it's crazy. But with Star Wars, it's just a blaster. So the way it works with Star Wars is you shooting and you're like boom, 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 boom. And then when it needs to cool down, you just go shoot, boom, 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 boom. And it's just so engaging and very, very fun. I love
the
it,
realistic
man.
reloading.
I
love when they had that because it heightens the experience. You know, you can always go for the easy reload and whatnot, but that's normally what you do in any game. You know what I mean? But now that you're in VR, now you're playing the character. You are in this world. You know what I mean? When you heighten the experience with that actual reload where you got to put the clip in there, you got to, you know, unjam the gun or whatnot, or click it. You know what I mean? It's very fun. Whatever. They gonna
clip me showing how you hold the gun to VR controller. Yo, somebody clip that. Go ahead, post that up to Twitter, man.
Yeah, Star Wars. I'm definitely going to be on it. Yo, real talk too. Like I've been talking about this game for years, so you guys already know the vibes. Don't sleep on Moss, guys. Like
I'm gonna play
even
that tonight.
Moss is using the haptics in the head. Like that's a big change, that game change right there, because the first scene in Moss, there's like a bird that's gonna be flying by and you feel it, just like in Horizon, the bird flying by, you feel it. It's like, oh damn, I felt that coming through, you know what I mean? But let's get into some cons though, Persona, when it comes to VR. You know what I mean? We can talk about some cons and we can get back into it.
So
one con I want to highlight for me personally is
go ahead.
The Sense controller with the PlayStation button.
Oh yeah, that's a big con.
I feel like this can be raised a little bit.
Yep.
Like you can feel the PlayStation button because it's obviously a different button as far as like, let me get a good camera. As far as like it's let me get it in here properly. As far as the feel of the button, but it's so flushed in. You know what I mean? It's so flushed in that you can pass it and he's like, oh, where's the button? Like I'm constantly like swiping by just to find it. Like these buttons right here is raised. You know that you're touching circle. You know that you're touching X.
Yep.
But the PlayStation button, they probably did it on purpose so you don't have to like press it by accident. But I personally would like it raised up. Yep. You know what I mean? It's not like a crazy con, but it's just one of the things that, you know, took notice for me. Another thing is that I like the headset in general, but I wish it had like a mute button for those people that are using the headset with the earbuds. It would be cool to have like a mute button on the actual headset. You know what I mean? You can set that up with a function button. So this button right here, I'm not touching it. This button, oh, that's a speaker. This button right here, you can set it up in your settings to put the function button as a as a mute button, but you lose the pass-through option if you set it up that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
that's
a slight little con for me.
Yeah, one con.
Nothing crazy.
One con for me, and I think this might actually be because I might have to recalibrate my play area. When I was playing after the fall, I was experiencing some desync issues where or not desync, but play area issues where, like, you know, and maybe it's because I was playing a little too wild, but yeah, the play area for that, it kept telling me, like, sometimes, oh yeah, play area, out of play area, or play area not found, or whatever. And it got to the point where it actually booted me out the game because of the play area issue. Because remember at the very end when we were fighting the boss, and then you were trying to res me, and I kind of just like, it just booted me out. And you was like, yo, where'd you go? And I'm like, yo, the shit booted me from the game because my play area wasn't set up right. So that was one of the big cons for me that I was experiencing. Also, with even when sitting down, right? Because I've tried it sitting down as well. The play area that you have sitting down is also very, very limited. And when you were talking about earlier with like lifting the restriction of that from being high to medium to low, maybe that's something I also need to look at and see what's up as well. So I'm gonna test that out. But those were the big issues for me when it comes to my cons.
So Corey brought up a point here. He said, Bari, you can still use pass through the VR cards, so the activity cards. I didn't know that. You know what I mean? I didn't know that. So that's a good option. So yeah, I mean, having a function button as a mute button could work right there by pressing the PlayStation button and using pass through through there.
Yeah. Another con for me.
Yeah, that's one with me too, E-Rice. Is the volume up and down button. Like you just, it's not a big deal, but it's just an extra
system.
layer.
Yeah, all of that is system. But I get that con, but then I'm like, yo, when you look at it from the systems, like, you know, when you go to the PSVR settings, when you go to the quick menu, it's all right there. It's very quick. But I get that, like, it would be easier to just like touch like the VR and just be like, all right, volume up, volume down. I get that as well. But I'm gonna be honest, I can't really think of another con in this moment outside of the play area issues that I experienced. Obviously, you know, I need to spend a lot more time with it and really delve deeper into it and whatnot. But so far, that's really just my biggest con is the play area issues that I experienced playing after the fall.
Oh, Guap said he pressed the mute button on the DualSense.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, man, listen, I hope you guys enjoyed the in-depth.
Oh no, we gotta answer the elephant in the room, Persona.
What's that?
Let me drink my water. Shout out to Snow. Get that list right. Is PlayStation 2 worth it? PlayStation VR2 worth it?
Is it worth it? Oh, that's a great question. Is it worth it?
And launch lineup too. We can talk about the entirety of the launch lineup.
So for me personally, I think PSVR2 is worth it because, it has a lot of what I'm looking for in terms of a PSVR headset, especially if you're coming from PSVR1 and go into PlayStation VR2. This is such a significant leap up, not just in like the setup process, but also in the quality of the VR itself, but also the games. You know, a lot of what you were getting on PSVR1 were more so experiences and a lot shorter games. What you're getting here with PlayStation VR2 when it comes to a lot of the games that you're playing, these aren't experiences. These are full-fledged games. You know, you're not swinging around on rails as fucking Spider-Man or something like that, thinking, yeah, this is a VR. No, you're playing these games. And I think the best representation of the capabilities of PSVR2 is Horizon Call of the Mountain, because you're really Reyes. You're him. And you're climbing, you're picking shit up and throwing it. Everything is interactable. The combat, I enjoy the combat. Obviously, when you're playing in VR, it's going to be more limited than Horizon Forbidden West combat and stuff like that, because the world that this is being built in,
you're in the world.
Yeah, you're in the world. This is much more different. So it's not going to be that type of third-person combat that you would expect with Aloy in the original Horizon games. But I think that when it comes to the combat in Horizon Call of the Mountain, I like it because it's more interactive, right? Because you gotta slide, go to the left, you gotta move to the right, and then you're still, and see, and that's what people are not. This is how I know, like, certain people are not actually playing the games and they're kind of just looking at it and judging it from that. Because if you imagine, Bari, just imagine for a second, you gotta slide. It's interactive. It's VR, right? So you gotta slide to the left, slide to the right, but then you still gotta also be shooting. Could you imagine?
Mm-hmm.
Right? But they're saying, oh, the combat is not like Aloy. No, but it's still very interactive, and it's still, you're gonna get a workout. 1, 2, it's a lot going on. And I was just fighting watchers. Imagine when you fighting the big shit. So I think it's worth it, absolutely.
Yeah, like how you feel about the launch lineup as far as like that's another thing I could talk about too, is like
the launch lineup in
I
terms
feel
of like the games.
some of the PlayStation first party VR games should have been there day one, like Blood and Truth, Astrobot Rescue Mission. Like these are the games that's going to really push. Like not saying that the other third party games are bad, because they're all good, they're all great, but you just want to see that commitment right away from PlayStation at launch. You know what I mean? Yeah, you have Horizon Call of the Mountain there, amazing game. It is the actual seller of this console, this headset. But I also would like to see, PlayStation developers, first-party studios following up on things like, PSVR1 games, we're updating those for VR2. I would want to see more commitment from them, day one or launch window.
Yeah. Yeah, Astrobot Rescue Mission, I think that would have been a great game to also bring Astro Playroom or something in VR or something like that. I do think that PlayStation's first party lineup is a little bit lacking. I mean, we got Horizon, we also got GT7. Moss isn't first party, is it? No,
Moss is PolyArt games, not first party.
So yeah, I do think that PlayStation's first party offerings is a bit slim, but I think when you kind of go into like the grander scheme of things of just the launch lineup in general, I do think that there is a very solid lineup of games that really and truly there's something there for everybody. Shout out to DC Gaming, because he posted up some clips, some gameplay from a football VR game. I was like, whoa. Yeah, I was like, whoa, like they got a football VR game that he's playing. So there's really something there for everybody. Shooters, racers, RPGs.
Like
adventure.
I'm not dismissing GT or any of that. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't mention GT when I said, but my stance still stands. Like if you want people to feel more confident in the purchase, especially from a first party perspective, you should do that legwork for putting your own PSVR1 games there day one, not just the two, Horizon and GT. The other ones that they had on PSVR1. It's all I'm saying. Not saying that it's. I love the launch lineup. I love everything there, but the critiques, the critics, they're looking at PlayStation's commitment when it comes to VR as well. You know what I mean? So you want to see that there day one, or within a window. But as far for me, Persona, 100% worth it, man. Honestly, I think it's a dumbass question to ask, and if it's worth it, but we had to ask it anyway. PlayStation VR2 is 100% worth your $550 or your $600 because you're getting a lot of great games. I think third party did a great job on up-resin or a new version for PlayStation VR2. First party with Horizon Call of the Mountain. Horizon Call of the Mountain, no cap, looks better than a lot of games that's coming out as right now. This is a VR game. This joint is gorgeous. It's vivid. It's bright. It's using all the feature sets of PlayStation 5 and PlayStation VR2. You know what I mean? And I think it's worth it a lot, man. I'm not going to do that whole dumbass argument like, oh, but you need a PlayStation 5 to play it. No shit, Sherlock. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need a TV to play a PlayStation 5 game. Does the PlayStation 5 cost $499 or $399? You know what I mean? Like, I don't get those arguments, but overall, somebody that from a console perspective, coming into VR, if you are upgrading from VR1 to VR2, absolutely 100%. And right away from your setup to booting up your first game, it's gonna justify your purchase for sure. 100%.
100%. 100%. I agree. You know, and it's like, listen, Bari, you also need electricity to use VR. You need a home to use VR.
You feel me? Like, God damn. Like, what are we doing, man?
You need 4 walls. You need a couch. You need a rug. You need a floor. Like, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing here? You feel me?
Yo, there's a lot of games that we haven't even played it. Like, I'm pretty sure
I got like 10, 12 games.
I got like about 14 VR games.
Yeah, I got 12 games that I haven't
played
even...
only like 6 of them.
Yeah,
so
like there's a few. There's a ton.
We're gonna get to them.
Yeah, there's a ton. Yo, listen, guys, there's a lot of games. Like, not even just with the VR, just in general releasing, you know, Octopath and everything like that. I've got like 12 games that I bought for VR. I haven't gotten to a lot of them. Like, I'm gonna try Moss today and whatnot, and I'm gonna play a couple other games tomorrow and whatnot on VR. But there's a lot. You know, I'm grabbing Kayak VR, you know, so I can try that. Bari convinced me. You feel me? So it's a lot, you know. But it's I'm pleasantly happy and content with the launch lineup of PlayStation VR 2. I'm very happy with it. Truly, really and truly. One game that I want them to bring, I hope that comes to PSVR 2, because I feel like it wasn't fully realized on PSVR 1. I love this game. Eve Valkyrie. I loved that game on PSVR 1.
And Starblood Arena. I would love to see those.
Yeah, if those games make it to PlayStation VR 2, up-res, much more beautiful and stuff like that, and it's got the more better motions with the controls and things like that. Eve Valkyrie, I loved that game on PSVR 1.
Yo, PlayStation, can I talk to you real quick? PlayStation, pull up, man. Pull up PlayStation, yo. I what? PlayStation, pull up. Herman Hulse, Jim Ryan, whoever. Please, can we look back and see what we can do with Riggs Mechanical Combat League? We need that game back on VR. I don't know who's going to port it over, who's going to fine tune it, because I know Gorilla Cambridge is no longer exist. Shout out to Gorilla Cambridge. But please, can we please get Riggs back on PlayStation VR 2? That game is like by far my favorite VR game that I've ever played. No cap.
Yep.
And PlayStation, I need that game on VR 2, especially with the eye tracking. PlayStation, look at me. Look into my eyes. Okay? I need Riggs on PlayStation VR 2. Also, London Studios. Let me talk to you real quick. I know you guys are busy. I know you're making a new game. But I need Blood and Truth on PlayStation VR 2. I need it. Everybody want to talk about Half-Life Alyx. I need Blood and Truth on PlayStation VR 2, please.
Yo, facts. Yo, big facts. I'll take Riggs. Riggs 100%. Blood and Truth is up in the air, but Riggs,
bro, when you play Blood and Truth,
man.
you're gonna understand. Yo, bro, I'm trying to tell you that game is godly.
I believe it.
Godly.
I definitely believe it. All right, man. Yo, listen.
Sorry, PlayStation. You know, I'm a little passionate sometimes. I apologize.
PSVR 2 is incredible, man. What a segment. What a segment,
it's
right? All right, man. Yo, let's get into now we are finally, that wasn't even the news, guys. That was just an in-depth look at PlayStation VR 2 and
yo, that was an hour and 20 minutes, bro.
Yeah. Yep. All right, man. So now we're gonna get into the news, man. We're gonna get through the news pretty quickly because I do want to get to the membership topics from this month as well and talk about that as well, Bari. So we're gonna kind of flow through this news, right? So the first thing that I want to talk about is just the PlayStation Plus March February lineup really quickly, because there are some pretty big games that are releasing on the February lineup that I think is pretty incredible. You feel me? So, you know, we've got Horizon Forbidden West that released in February in the catalog for extra and premium. We got the Quarry, we've got Resident Evil 7, Outriders, Scarlet Nexus, Borderlands 3.
Oh, yeah, we spoke about this last week.
Did we? We didn't have a show last week.
No, we spoke about this. It was one of the weeks we spoke about this with Kendra. Cause we was talking about Legend Dragoon.
You're right. Okay, never mind.
And matter of fact, no, you're right. That was on my show. You're right. My bad.
Wait, so did
Continue.
we talk about this? No, right?
No, we didn't talk about this on WUPS.
Okay.
You're right.
All right.
My bad.
All right. So
He's on point. He's on point.
look, y'all see how Bari.
Sometimes it does be mixing, man. It be, you know.
Yeah. So where was I? Borderlands 3, Tekken 7, Ace Combat 7, Earth Defense Force 5, Oninaki, Lost Sphere, or I Am Setsuna. Listen, these 3 games, play these, man. Play these 3 games right here, man.
That's my lifeblood right there, man. Yo, Tokyo RPG Factory. I can't wait for that next game that they're going to drop, man. All these games right here are great. Don't look on Metacritic score or none of that bullshit. Play those games, man. You're going to have a great time. Great story. Combat is amazing. If you're loving games like Octopath and all these pixel remasters and all these things, these games right here is what pushed these pixel remasters and these reimaginings with these pixel modern type games. These games push that.
Yep. And Oninaki, I kind of hope they put like a PS5 version out where it's 60 frames, because I would love to go back to this and get a platinum and whatnot. Forgotten City, and then let's get into the classics, Bari, real quick, because PlayStation listens to WUPS. You feel me? They do. We know they do, man. PlayStation, what's good? What's going on? The Legend of Dragoon, Wild Arms 2, Harvest Moon, Back to Nature, and Destroy All Humans. Yo, Bari, they did it. They finally gave us Legend of Dragoon with trophy support, so you could get a platinum in this.
Yes,
trophy
sir.
support, man.
Yeah, I've been having a good time playing the classic games again, like Legend of Dragoon. I mentioned this before on WUPS, is where I've been playing Legend of Dragoon on like Vita TV like a couple of weeks ago on all that stuff, and it's not like a crazy difference, but it is a big difference as far as not a big difference, but it is a difference between just the Vita port or PS3 port to the PS5 or 4. Like you can see like the HD rendering, you know what I mean? Like it looks like a PS1 game. It still has some of the quirkiness and clipping and all that stuff that the game had back in the day, but it just is a sharper, more pixelated image, if that makes any sense. And yeah, having that rewind, it's super convenient when it comes to Legend of Dragoon, because like I said, Legend of Dragoon is not like an easy game by any means necessary, because there's a lot of action prompts that you got to do to get like your additional moves out. You know what I mean? I remember when as a kid and getting the timing right for volcano. You know what I mean? Like you was doing. You was like, all right, boom, I gotta press it here. But now with the rewind, like if you do mess up, pressing those little QTEs or prompts, just rewind it back. And just try again, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, I've been having a great time. And Wild Arms, yeah, I love that series. You know what I mean? Like I kind of died down from Wild Arms after 3, but yeah, 1, 2, and 3, love the hell out of those games. So it's just good to see those 2 specific games back, because that's what people was asking for from the beginning of premium with the classics. People was like, yo, where is Legend of Dragoon? Where is to continue a Wild Arms and things like that? And yeah, PlayStation, they answered the call. They heard the criticisms. So I'm pretty sure they heard it, not from this WUPS, but in general from the community, and they delivered. The great thing too about it is that you can go to the store and purchase the game outright for $10. You know what I mean? Or if you already own the game, like both games are already owned. So when I saw it was like free, it showed free on my thing, and you can just download it right there. You know what I mean? Just in case you don't want to spend that $120 for the year on premium, you still have access to those games. They didn't cut you off. That's tied into the service. So I think that's a great thing of what they did.
Even though I got premium, I bought Legend of Dragoon. I was like, let me get
as
this.
You should.
Let me buy this and lock this down. I haven't played it. I haven't gone back to it yet, just because there's so much other stuff. But I'm glad that they have it back, man. And I hope this is the first step in them doing a remake.
Yo, real talk, it holds up when it comes to the CGI. Mm-hmm. Like you would think, oh, I'm playing a PlayStation 1 game, and then when you boot up the first CGI, of Legend of Dragoon, you're like, yo, this look kind of good. This looking really good, man. Mm-hmm. Holds up.
Yeah.
So shout out to PlayStation and listening to the community.
Yeah, big shout out to PlayStation. Yo, did you stop the giveaway?
Oh, let's do the giveaway, man.
Yeah, let's do the giveaway before we continue.
So, the first person to win a copy of Horizon Call of the Mountain for VR2, E-Rice. E-Rice.
Word.
You are the first winner, man. Just type in the chat E-Rice. Let us know where you at. Either Persona or myself. Persona on Twitter is Persona Speaks, and my Twitter is jbarlow_. Hit us up, and we'll send you that copy right away.
Big congrats to E-Rice.
I don't see him in the chat, but I just want to make sure he type in there. He's there.
Yeah,
there you go.
E-Rice, hit us up in the chat. Also, let us know what your Twitter name is so that we know it's you. So E-Rice is the first winner. We still don't worry, guys. We got two more Horizon Call to the Mountain giveaways. Don't worry, we got y'all. We're gonna hold y'all down. So big congrats, man. Bari gonna start up the second one right now while I set up the second piece of news, man. And for the second piece of news, man, we got Bari. This week was a very eventful week for PlayStation, Bari. You know, another thing that we had happen this week as well was State of Play. And, you know, I ain't gonna lie, man, going into the State of Play, I was very excited and I was hoping for a lot. I ain't gonna lie. Not first party. Yo, let me, can I rant real quick? Bari, can I rant real quick?
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, man. Get your bars off.
Let me explain something to y'all, man. Like, let me explain something to people in this community, man. I know that first party is not going to be at this stage. PlayStation is always very clear when it comes to their intentions, when it comes to these State of Plays. They're very, very clear. But they always do leave a little surprise for something. Because if you look at the history, the track record, they've done this a number of times where they would say, oh yeah, this is strictly this, but still have a surprise at the end. Strictly! Just like they did with last year's Japan-focused State of Play in September, where they showed God of War at the end. You get what I'm saying? So it's natural to hope that you do get at least a little snippet of a little surprise of what might be coming later down the line. But not only that, the expectations for certain things are still high because they do have a lot of big partnerships with third-party and developers and indie devs that we have some highly anticipated games that we're waiting on. So it makes sense. But yeah, going into this State of Play, there definitely was a lot of good momentum and a lot of hope that we would be truly, truly surprised and truly blown away, especially looking at, you know, all the success with PlayStation, especially looking at this being the first show of the year. Bari, ooh-wee. Let's talk about it, man. So, you know, a couple of games that they show from the VR. I don't think we need to go through every single game. We'll just go through some of the highlights and some of the bigger games and just talk about, you know, the show overall. Cool?
Oh, I mean, it wasn't that. It was a lot of games. My bad. Go ahead.
So some of the standouts. So Fogland, Green Hell, Synapse, and Journey to Foundation and Before Your Eyes. Those were the four big VR game, or five. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. Sorry. Those were the 5 VR games that they showed that we got, you know, some dates for.
Foglands look amazing.
Bro,
Synapse look amazing.
Yeah,
and the Journey one, I don't remember that one too much, but I know it was like 3 of them that I was like, okay, I'm liking this. It might be the Journey of 2 Foundation as well.
Yeah. Fogland, I thought looked pretty cool. I thought that this was definitely a game that I was like, all right, you know, this is a great VR game that I think I could see myself playing. I thought it looked really good with like the action and stuff like that. Very interactive and whatnot. I thought it was a pretty cool game. So Foglands, I think it's definitely one that I'll be picking up and getting. Same thing with I'm not really feeling Green Hell. Synapse, this was the one that we was both like, yo, this is dope. This was the one with the powers and the abilities where dude was like flicking, you know, catching bullets and all this other crazy stuff. This is definitely a game that I think I could see myself playing, and I'm definitely going to pick this up in VR. And everything that was shown here today is definitely coming out in 2023. Yeah, it's coming out this year. So I think that's really cool to see. The next one was Journey to Foundation, which I'm like, I'm good. You know, or am I thinking of a different game?
This one was alright. Journey to
No,
Foundation
this was that I'm good on this.
This was Synapses. Or Synapse.
No, this wasn't Synapse. This was something else. Journey to Foundation. Yeah, I'm good on this one. Yeah, this one is a skip for sure.
Oh, this look good.
I'm good.
Oh no, I'm catching up.
Yeah, you're thinking of something else. Not Synapse. Not Synapse. I'm talking about Journey to Foundation. Then Naruto X Boruto Storm Ninja Connections. What you think about that, man?
Ooh, that was. Listen, I know the arena fighting, anime guys they're gonna buy that game regardless. But to me, that was a huge disappointment because I thought it was gonna be a new Storm game coming through, but it's not. That's a reimagining and pretty much putting everything together with connections like from Naruto and Boruto. But like I said, a lot of people they were cool with the announcement, but I think majority was let down a little bit with this announcement.
I thought it was a new game.
Yeah, but it didn't look like a new game. Right from the rip, I was like, this doesn't look new. This is like this looked like a PS4 game, but it is putting on PS5.
Yeah, I'm good on this.
I mean?
This is a skip for me personally.
Yeah, because the last one I got was Storm 4.
Yep, that's the last one I got too. Yo, man, let's talk about the one of the greatest games that's coming out this year, Bari. Goodbye, Volcano High. Oh yeah. Goodbye, Volcano High. Look at him. He hating. Goodbye, Volcano High. Oh yeah. Yo, listen. This game right here. This is definitely a game that I am really excited for. And look at him. What you got to say, Bari? Guys, speak up.
I ain't got nothing to say, man. I'm good. Go ahead, man. Get your bars off.
Hey, yo, look. Goodbye, Volcano High, man. This game is incredible. I'm excited for this, man. Listen, y'all like Life is Strange. Y'all like, all that bullshit, Chloe and all. I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear it. Y'all play all them Telltale games and shit. Cut it out, man. Like, cut it out. It looks interesting, like they dinosaurs or some shit like that. Like it looked cool. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna check it out. So yeah, goodbye Volcano High. We finally got a date for this as well. What's the date for this? Goodbye Volcano High.
June?
Oh yeah, June. See, this is my problem right here. It comes out June 15th, 2023. That's a problem. That's a problem because that next week is it's Final Fantasy 16. I'll try to get through it before Final Fantasy 16, but I know it's gonna probably go to the wayside. But then we got Wayfinder. They announced the date for this, a new beta date.
I'm in that.
Yeah, this looks great. Wayfinder, I thought was pretty cool. We've seen this at the Game Awards though. And they announced the beta that's gonna be live on February 28th. You can sign up for it now.
Yeah, you can sign up for Wayfinder beta right now. It's kind of weird because the link that they have in the blog article, it shows like, oh, this page doesn't exist. But once you just go to the home page of the Wayfinder website, you will see the sign up for the beta.
Yeah, I thought Wayfinder was pretty cool. Baldur's Gate 3. Let's talk about this real quick. Let's talk about Baldur's Gate 3 real quick.
Oh my god, bro.
What's up?
Baldur's Gate 3 on PlayStation? Oh my god.
Wait, Bari, are you telling me that Baldur's Gate 3 is a game and not 2 rocks in front of a fence? This isn't 2 rocks in front of a fence? What's going on?
Bro.
And J.K. Simmons,
I never played
is voicing one of the
Baldur's
characters.
Gate 3s. I do have Divinity 1 and 2, but I haven't started the games yet. So, like, I know this was a big announcement, to be honest with you, but I didn't have any like type of any crazy reaction to it because I never played it and I'm not familiar with the franchise. But I bought the Divinity games because I always wanted to get into this type of RPG. Tabletop. It's been a minute since you play this type of games. So yeah, my interest is there. It does look cool. I know the story, the dialogue, all that stuff is going to be deep and all that stuff. So yeah, it's something that I'm very interested in. You know what I mean? I think this was a very smart and tactical move from PlayStation, highlighting the game. That is coming to PlayStation 5. And yeah, it's up for pre-order and all that stuff. The Vibes is already pre-ordered. I think August is a good time, and we're gonna see what it's hitting for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I'm interested. I never really was the biggest Boulder Gate guy growing up, but I'm familiar with the tabletop scene and whatnot. So a game like that is nothing to get into. I mean, I'm someone that plays JRPGs, so I getting into something like that wouldn't be too difficult. But Bari, let's talk about Street Fighter, bro. Can we talk about Street Fighter 6, man? Because they dropped a big trailer, and we finally got a look at the last 3 characters of Street Fighter 6: Zangief, Lily, and Cammy. Whew. Talk to me, Bari. How you feeling? How they looking to you, man? How you feeling? Are you impressed with how they look, how they fighting? Like, who's the standout for you?
I'm very impressed with this trailer. I think the game just continues to look better and better each trailer that they're presenting. And I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. Lily might be like the secondary character that I play in this game. I'm a very character loyal dude, and I do think Jamie's fun, and I felt like I didn't even crack the surface with that character. So Jamie's always going to be my main that I'm using. But I was looking for that secondary character that will catch my interest. Manon was that character, but Lily's going to be cheap, man. She looked like she's going to be. Bro, one thing I can tell with fighting games, especially before they come out, I can tell like a top tier character, man. You know what I mean? Like we play games a lot. We have enough experience with fighting games where you can be like, yeah, just looking at the normals, looking what she can cancel certain things to. T-Hawk type of gameplay. T-Hawk has always been like a really good player or character, but this character is a short, petite type character, but the range that she has with those little mallet things is just kind of OD. So yeah, Lily definitely caught my eye as far as like a secondary character to play. And shout out to my man Chuck and Dre plus on Block Boys, the podcast. Yesterday we was talking about it, how it's possible that when we play, you might have like a whole mirror match going on, a whole Lily fest going on, man, because that's how compelling the character is looking. You know what I mean? Geese looks great too.
She's got good personality as well. Like Lily's, like the way they made her personality fighting, very good personality. She stands out. She stands out quite a bit.
But Geef look good too. I can see some of the cheap stuff with Geef that he's gonna just continue to have. But I was thoroughly impressed with Cammy look. I feel like this is the best design Cammy ever had. She had the classic design, but the outfit, the costume that she has on just looks amazing. Her swagger is there. She's still traditional in every way, but Street Fighter 6 just makes everybody look so cool. As they look older and more experienced, you can definitely tell. But yeah, everybody looks so good, man, in Street Fighter 6, man. But I am looking at Jamie, Lily, and Manon as far as like those are going to be the characters that I'm going to train up, first and foremost. You know what I mean? But yeah.
For me,
I'm happy with everything.
For me personally, I'm really digging like these 3 characters. I think they look great. The way they look, I like how they aged up Geef. He looks bigger too in this game. Like he's definitely a lot more buffer and wider and whatnot. Yeah. Lily looks extremely fun. When I first seen her, I'm like, yeah, she looks like she's gonna be really, really fun. And Cammy, Cammy gonna be popular in this game, bro. Just off the strength of just off the
100%.
strength. Like obviously, Cammy's always been like a very compelling and good character in Street Fighter just series in general. But in this game, like just her look, like you said, her her swag, like how she is. A lot of people who not really familiar with fighters is just gonna gravitate towards her just off the strength of how she looks.
Just off the looks.
Yeah, just off the looks, right? But for me and like who I'm going to be using in Street Fighter 6, I'm looking at, you know, obviously Kimberly. She's definitely gonna be like the main.
You know, say it, man. Say it.
Kimberly, Marissa, and Manon. Those will be the three that I kind of like look at and kind of see where I find my footing. Probably it's most likely gonna be Kimberly to start because I feel most comfortable with her because I've been using her so much in the beta. But I do want to kind of jump in the lab with Manon and Marissa, and I'll definitely touch, get a couple of training sessions with Lily as well, just to kind of see, you know, like how she is and if she's someone that I can kind of, if she has good buttons. That's what I'm looking for. If she's got good buttons, then I'm definitely.
She got great buttons. You already see that.
Yeah.
I like the reference with Cammy with the Street Fighter 2 movie.
Yeah.
You know, the head crack into the back crack, and that's our level 2.
Yep.
That's not even our level 3. That's our level 3 that it is showing right now.
So yeah, Street Fighter 6, and then Resident Evil. We've seen enough of that. The only thing with Resident Evil is they confirmed that there is a beta, not a beta, but a demo coming out. No date for that. Techia is another one because this was a surprise. This was a surprise announcement that we got as well. Not surprise announcement, but we got like a release date. But the announcement that came with this was the fact that we also were going to be. This is also going to be in PlayStation Plus day 1. How you feel about that, Barry? What's your thoughts on Techia and it being in Plus day 1?
Oh yeah, I think it's a great announcement that it's going to Plus. But yeah, Techia was a game that I was always interested in. I think the game looks beautiful. You know what I mean? That type of, you know, exploration type game. So I was going to buy that game regardless if it's coming to Plus or not. That's a cop. That's a buy. But anybody that's hesitant, you know what I mean, it's cool that, you know, they have it in the service there. Hopefully the game is good enough where people are like, hey, you know, I play in Stu Plus, but I'm gonna buy this joint because I like it so much. You know what I mean? That's the type of person I am. You know what I mean? Yeah. But very surprising, you know what I mean, that they actually fully announce the PlayStation Plus games in March, and that game is gonna be there because a lot of the misconceptions about PlayStation Plus is that they don't offer new games in there. And, you know, we've been PlayStation Plus subscribers since day 1, and we know they offer new games in there. You know what I mean? So, and Techia is is it Techia? No, it's Techia. Chia. Yeah, that's what it is. Chia. Yeah. Is a perfect example of that. This
game looks really beautiful as well, man. Like, I'm sold on this. The more that I saw this game, because at first I don't want to say I wrote it off, but my interest wasn't that high, right? But the more trailers,
that Kena.
I get Kena vibes from this, man. So the more that I was seeing this game and seeing what's up, I was like, okay, yeah, this is my speed, you know, like I can rock with this. So I'm buying this game like straight up. I'm there day 1 with this. It come out March 21st. So yeah, Techia I thought was pretty cool. And then Destiny Lightfall, obviously they showed a trailer for that. Also, they did announce the PS Plus games. I'm trying to find that though. I can't
find that. Full PS Plus games. Hold up.
I can't. That's what I was looking for earlier. I couldn't find like an official blog post for that. But I do know that they announced the PS Plus Extra and or the PS Plus games coming out for that month.
So it was Minecraft Legends in there. Or Dungeons, not Legends, whichever Minecraft game in there. Ghostwire Tokyo. Matter of fact, let me go on Twitter because Twitter got everything up in there. PS Plus. I know Ghostwire Tokyo, Minecraft.
It was Ghostwire Tokyo, Minecraft, and Code Vein.
Oh yeah, Code Vein. There was like 5 games. Code Vein was there.
Yeah. Which I think is a solid list. Battlefield 2042.
Battlefield, yeah.
Battlefield
so I got it right
2042.
here.
Go ahead, yeah.
So Battlefield 2042, Minecraft Dungeons, Code Vein, Rainbow Six Extraction, Immortals, Phoenix Rising, Chia, Ghostwire Tokyo, Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection.
Damn, that's a pretty beefy list, huh?
That's banging.
Yeah, that's a dope list.
Yo, because Uncharted, that's two games.
Yep.
Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection is probably probably one of the best looking games, and that's a PlayStation 4 up, like PS5 version game. It looked better than native PS5 games. Immortals, I know you love that game. Phoenix Rising.
Yep,
that's coming.
That was a great game.
Rainbow Six Extraction. You know what I mean? A lot of people was hesitant, day one getting this game. But now it's coming to Plus. Ghostwire Tokyo, I felt like was a good game. You know what I mean? Got a little repetitive, but I think majority of the people that play this game, you're gonna like it. Take adventure, DualSense, and all that beautiful looking game.
Yep.
And you have Code Vein. Code Vein is something I was always interested in, but I never really bit the bullet for it. Minecraft Dungeons, and then Battlefield.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wasted my $109, but Battlefield.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's a solid list, man. I think March is looking pretty strong when it comes to PS Plus, both for the free games for the month and for the extra and premium. It's looking pretty strong. So
yeah, I posted it in there so you can show the chat.
Posted it. Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, Ghostwire got a little repetitive because you had to do those things to level up and power up, and when you get to like later section in the game, it's just like, all right, man, you got to implement something new and different. You know what I mean? And I feel like the whole stealth portion of the game wasn't that fun. When you lose your abilities and powers. But yeah, overall, it was a cool game when you messing around with all the abilities and stuff. It was a fun game.
March is a strong month, man, for PS Plus extra and premium extra and the free games. That's a strong month, man. Shout out to PlayStation for that. And then let's get into the final thing with this Suicide Squad, man. This was something that we definitely were looking forward to. As we both play these not Souls like, but these looter shooter style games, Avengers and things like that. So seeing the gameplay for something like this, there was no surprise here when it came to that, especially when they started talking about the gear and things like that. But talk to us about Suicide Squad and how you feeling about this, especially after seeing a good chunk of gameplay now and seeing how all four of the characters fight, and who's going to be your main after seeing this little slew of gameplay we got.
Yeah, so when it comes to like Suicide Squad, I understand people's criticisms when it comes to games as a service. The live service games, it can be a little bit. I think people just have that fatigue when it comes to the game. The overall main gist of the game, the shooting and all that stuff, looks like any typical third-person shooter game. But I think people, I would have liked to see a little bit more variety in that stuff. Yeah, you do have the machine gun, you have the shotguns, but yeah, I want to see more melee stuff, which they kind of did show, but it looked more like a finisher or like a grab. You know what I mean? I wish they would have shown some melee, like Harley actually using a bat or a hammer in actual melee combat, not just a finisher. So yeah, I get those criticisms with everybody. The whole games as a service, they made it very clear that the battle pass is just cosmetics. So I personally don't have an issue with that. We're gonna see when it comes to the battle pass, like how fast do you level that thing up. Obviously, everything is not going to be instantaneous. They want you to play their game. That's what a live service is, But is the gameplay loop good enough for you to play the game at great lengths or, a long time? But me personally, I like the gameplay from what I'm seeing. I like the zipping and moving and fast-paced stuff. That's my speed. So yeah, when I saw them actually moving around, everybody have unique movement too. Not everybody have the same type of movement like everybody is saying on Twitter. Like everybody is moving the same. No, Captain Boomerang, he moves very differently. It's more like a teleport. Deadshot, he got more like a flight jet thing. King Shark, he doing some type of weird Dragon Ball Z Iron Man type booster. I don't know how they working with him. And then Harley, she's actually using Wayne Tech or Bat Tech to
swing
traverse through the
around.
world.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
not everybody movement speed is not the same. I felt like that was perfectly conveyed there from the showing, which I'm confused at how everybody has that like a con or whatnot, in my opinion. But yeah, like gameplay wise, it looks pretty the same, generic wise. But yeah, the movement on top of that probably is going to make it unique and different from what I'm seeing. And as far as like a main, you already know the vibes, man. The best character showcase or the best character shown, Captain Boomerang, one of the corniest comic book characters to exist. They made look the coolest, in my opinion, in this game. Look at this man's movement, boy. This man is moving.
Yep.
He's moving.
Yes, sir.
Persona, he's moving.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So yeah, man. I'm there for Suicide Squad, man. I get people's criticisms, but people that are excited for this game, yo, if you're not excited for this game, stop going on people's tweets that are excited for the game. Just be in your own gaming curmudgeon, type
Bubble.
tweets or shit like that, man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if you're not excited for the game, personally, respectfully. But like, if I'm excited for the joint, I'm going to play it off. Yeah, with how the community is feeling, I think this game is going to last 2 years, to be honest with you, or even shorter. How the game community feels,
it might just
once
be
you have that
bro.
games as a service tag on it, everybody is all bogged down with it. Even though they can go thoroughly explain to you what they're doing in their game, people are not caring about what the developers are saying. They're gonna be like, "Oh, this is what it is." You know what I mean? But I think the game looks cool. Captain Boomerang day one. If you're gonna squad up with me, you already know the vibes. You better pick Harley, King Shark, or Deadshot. Respectfully.
Yeah, no, I think you said a lot of what I was gonna say. Honestly, like I'm a big DC guy, and this was definitely a game that I'm really excited for. It's a day one for me. I like these types of games anyway. Like I'm a big Destiny guy. Avengers, I love, put a lot of time into that. So something like this, it's up my alley. Outriders, I enjoyed that. So I think a game like this is right up my alley, because people are saying like, why are they using guns and all that? And I'm like, well, Harley Quinn and Deadshot would use guns anyway, because that's what they use. King Shark and Boomerang, that's probably a stretch, but then again, I get it.
modern Boomerang, yeah. Like if this is like Golden Age Boomerang, nah, he ain't using no.
Yeah, but this is modern, so obviously, yeah. And then with Nonaway or King Shark, that's probably the only one that probably stand out a little bit, because he's more of a brute, like a Hulkish type character, so he wouldn't necessarily need guns. But again, with the game that they're trying to make, I get it. Not only that, but they already said that they're going to be adding more characters to the game, so I think we're definitely going to be getting. And obviously characters, I think they mean Suicide Squad characters. So we might be getting Katana and, El Diablo and characters like that. That's going to be coming to the roster as well, which I think will be pretty cool. But I think when it comes to what I saw here, I truly did enjoy what I saw. That movement is on point, man. It's really, really on point, man. This up my speed. It's up my alley. And for me, I'm going to be using Nonaway or King Shark and Harley Quinn.
Yo, Persona, can I vibe with you real quick?
What's up?
Let me vibe with you real quick. Let me know how you guys feeling about this vibe real quick. We about to get real Sith wave out here. Hold up, man.
Hey,
we vibing?
Yes, sir. We vibing out here, man.
We coolin'?
I love it.
We good?
I love it, man. I love it. It's fire. It's fire.
Everybody good? Everybody having a good time? If you guys enjoying the stream already, hit the like button. Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yeah, man, I think it was good. So Bari, overall, when it comes to this state of play in general, man, how are you feeling about the state of play? What score would you give it? And whatnot?
I gave it a 5.5 out of 10. Just due to the fact that I did like the presentation for Suicide Squad. I felt like that is a perfect way how to talk about your game with the developer diary or whatnot. Like you showcase the gameplay, you showcase what these characters can do. Then you have a further explanation as far as what you're getting into with the game. So yeah, for me personally, I think that was perfect. But overall, the show didn't really have the impact I was expecting or wanting for like the first state of play of the year. You know, some of the games don't really gravitate with me like that. Not saying that I won't give them a try, but some of those games is not just, you know, something that I'm interested in. You know what I mean? Not everything that you showcase is going to be something that you are, you know, like you say, you're going to gravitate to. There were some cool announcements there that, you know, I will give these games a try, like the Baldur's Gate. I will give those VR games a try as well. You know what I mean? I will be buying those. Chia, that's a day one for me. Yes, but personally, I feel like the show didn't have, you know, that much impact. You know, typically a state of play that has like crazy impact, people will still be talking about it, you know, back and forth in Twitter conversations and videos and stuff like that. This one felt like it came and it went. Yep. You know what I mean? So yeah, 5.5 out of 10 for me. And hopefully PlayStation give me personally what I want is that first party showcase.
Yeah. I slept on it, Bari. I thought about it, and I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna have to stand firm with my score of a 4.5. I thought that this showcase was very weak, especially for a first-time showcase of the year. Especially looking at the momentum from PlayStation, I was expecting a little bit more. Although there are a couple things here that I'm definitely digging, and I'm like, yeah, you know, this is a pickup. This is a pickup. I was hoping for like that splash, you know, that splash when it came to a state of play or a showcase or something like that. And it stands firm to what I said before, man. We need a showcase. And shout out to Jeff Grubb, because Jeff Grubb is saying that rumor is that there should be a showcase happening before E3, so that can be any time between March and June. So who knows, right? But I want to see
when he said that, like after this showcase, or he said that before.
After the showcase, yeah.
Oh man, yeah. Mr. Grubbs.
It's in the news. Let me
Mr. Grubbs. Can I talk to you for a second, Mr. Grubbs? I hope you're right. You know what I mean? I hope this is not a let me want to feel good type of announcement. I hope you are actually correct as far as what PlayStation is delivering. I think it's a little too far, in my opinion.
Well, he's saying before E3. So it says Sony itself is saving its own actual good stuff for something else, which is what's happening here. They're saving their good stuff for the PlayStation showcase that's going to happen before E3. It was supposed to happen last fall, but they kept pushing it back because their developers weren't ready. But now that those developers are ready, they're going to have a massive show that will really set up the second phase of PlayStation 5. I mean, I got, you know, I got to hand it to PlayStation, you know, with really giving their developers time to really create and do what they do. If this is true, 'cause obviously these are rumors, nothing is set in stone. But, you know, I do think that PlayStation need to do a showcase, man. Like it's.
For us, PlayStation. For us,
man. They need to do a showcase, man. Like it's time, man. It's time. So I'm hoping that that's correct. And you know,
PlayStation probably so annoyed with like what's up PlayStation Party. They're like, damn, bro.
Absolutely.
We gave you Legend Dragoon, man. Goddamn.
y'all still not happy? What's going on here, man?
We apologize, PlayStation, man. We apologize.
And then let's moving along, man, real quick, man. We're gonna go through some rapid fire news real quick, Bari, and then we're gonna get into these topics.
Yo, before you get to that, and also we got the super chats and membership.
Oh, matter of fact, let me get the super chats real quick. Yeah, let me get these super chats real quick.
Let's get this giveaway. Let's do the second giveaway here. Once again, like I said, shout out to my man Caleb Kaiser for sponsoring one of these giveaways for Horizon called The Mountain. I am going to pick the second winner. And like I said, guys, we're doing 3 of these. So if you didn't win here, you're still in the running for the third one. So here we go. Here is the winner for the second Call of the Mountain giveaway. It is XR Rob. XR Rob. If you are in the chat, please type in the chat, please, sir, so we know that you are here. It's the first time I'm seeing the name, so I just want to make sure that you are actually in the chat. Make sure that you're here. And yeah, we'll send that thing over, once you comment in the chat.
Yes, sir. Congrats to XR Rob.
Oh, there you go, right there.
In the chat. Yep. So
XR Rob in the chat. Yo, XR Rob, hit us up on Twitter. You can DM Persona at Persona Speaks on Twitter, or you can DM myself, JBari _ on Twitter, and just DM us. Let us know that you are XR Rob, and we'll send that code right over to you.
Yeah, so we got E-Rice and XR Rob, right?
Yes. Yep.
Cool. All right.
Did E-Rice message us? Let me make sure.
I have to check. I haven't checked. Let me get these super chats, man. Yo, big shout out to Tricelsius, man. Appreciate you for the super chat. He says, "What up, y'all? Bari, hope you're feeling better."
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm feeling much better. You know what I mean? It's been a like a good week that passed by, and yeah, you know, these are things that happen in life. But you know, when it comes and hits you hard, you know, when it comes blindly, you know, it definitely hits you hard, and you know, it's family. So
100%. And then shout out to DC Gaming. Appreciate you gifting 5 memberships on the channel, man. Appreciate you always, DC. And then shout out to Viper Reefs Corner with the $4.99 super chat. He says the PlayStation VR2 setup felt like I was about to join the metaverse. No lie. You talking about like when you set up the room and all that stuff? It was really incredible. Yeah.
Like, yo, you know, PlayStation. Well, PlayStation VR2, they definitely going to have some type of metaverse, you know, PlayStation Home type aspect coming for it.
Yep.
It's already there.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And then shout out to Kratos99, man, for the 5 gifted memberships as well on the channel. Kratos, we always appreciate you, bro, man. Thanks for always supporting us, bro. And then shout out to Viper Reefs Corner again with the super chat. He says PSVR2 is not worth it to people who can't afford it yet. I bet if they were gifted the PSVR2, they would play the hell out of it.
I mean, we have a lot of people getting gifted PlayStation VR2 and still saying it ain't worth it.
Oh, he said he messaged me. Hold on. E-Rice said he messaged me. I'll get you in a second, E-Rice. And then Kratos99, appreciate you 1 month and a member on the channel, man. He says Sony needs to stop playing and give us a showcase. 100%. I agree 100%.
100%.
And then King Metro Chan, appreciate you for the super chat. He says, I hope
Metro was good, bro.
I hope they bring Sakura in the game. Street Fighter 6. Sakura.
Sakura is one of my favorite fighting game characters of all time. I'm pretty sure she's gonna come in.
Yeah, I feel like
she's
gonna be a DLC. Yeah, absolutely. Her like DLC character. Like I know a lot of people want Akuma. You know,
oh yeah, we know he coming.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we know because of the leak. Yeah, because of the leak. And then Herp Master, he says,
Herpes.
I didn't want to say the whole thing. I didn't want to say the whole. I didn't want to say the whole thing. Bari. Yes, Herp Master. He
I'm
says,
unfiltered. I apologize.
He says I bought Gotham Knights and it's not that bad. Nah, Gotham Knights is a cool game. Just got a lot of performance issues that they still need to fix.
Gotham Knights is a cool game. It's just not a PS5 game.
That as well. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then Viper Reefs, I appreciate you for the super chat. He says before E3, and I am guaranteed to piss between now and midnight.
You good?
Hey, I don't know why this shit was so funny. Ayo, Viper, chill, bro. Ayo, man. Yo, man. Yo, GianGianThaDon, man, appreciate you for the super chat. He says, a modern PlayStation Home app on PSVR2 would rival VR chat, to be honest. Yo, PlayStation Home was ahead of its time.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if they were to, like, really put some money behind that and you know, like, really push that out, you gonna get lost in that, man. Real talk. 100%. All right. So E-Rice, I know E-Rice said he messaged me. Oh yeah, there you go.
E-Rice and VR, no XR Rob.
Yeah.
Make sure.
Let me say these.
He said, "Hello, is it me you're looking for?
I want to send this to E-Rice.
I can see it in your eyes." Don't monetize this on YouTube. But yeah, man. Yeah, hopefully PlayStation come through with a proper showcase. We haven't had one in a year and a half.
Yep.
And yeah, you know, we want to see what PlayStation first party studios is creating. So
XR Rob got his too, right?
All right, so I'm gonna start up the third one.
Yeah.
Yo, my bad, Kendra. I apologize. You know, sometimes I be singing. Sometimes I be forgetting that I'm on camera. You know what I mean? I'm a type of person where I bite my tongue too, so I'll be like, and I'll be forgetting I'm on camera. But yeah, I'm gonna start the third giveaway.
Yes,
the final Horizon Call of the Mountain giveaway.
Yes, sir.
And hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. Like I said, if you are enjoying the stream, if you're enjoying your stay here at What's Up PlayStation, you know, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It definitely helps us out when you do so. You know, get the algorithming and like a rhythm game. And yeah, you know, we appreciate it, guys.
Yep, sir. All right, man, let's get into the rest of this news real quick, some rapid fire news. And I want to talk about Elden Ring. Yo, big shout out to Elden Ring, man, because Elden Ring, they made some big success, man. So they have reached 20 million copies sold of Elden Ring. Big congrats to Elden Ring. I think this is a monumental achievement. And, you know, they deserve all that success, man. So big shout out to Elden Ring for reaching 20 million copies
How you
sold.
really feeling, Persona?
I think it's great. I think it's great. I think it's a great thing. It's a great game. It's a great game.
All right.
It's a great game. It's a great game that I enjoy. I enjoy this game very much. I enjoyed this game very much. I think it's a great game. And I'm happy, you know, 20 million people picked it up. So I think it's great. You know? And then big shout out to Hogwarts Legacy, because they have,
look at the vibe change.
They have sold 12 million copies in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, 12 million copies of Hogwarts Legacy has been sold. Man, and they are definitely on track to reach that 20 million very very soon. This is
you seem
incredible.
more excited about that news than Elden Ring. Why is that?
You know, I think they both are great. You know, just, you know, Hogwarts Legacy did this in 2 weeks, what Elden Ring couldn't do. You know.
Okay.
So big shout out to Hogwarts Legacy.
Okay.
Hey man, you trying to start stuff, man. I'm happy. Not really.
I ain't trying to start nothing, man. Listen, the people can see in your eyes.
Nah,
they see it in your eyes.
And then the last bit of quick news, man. So
your
Diablo
face is full of lies.
So the last couple bits of news. So Diablo 4, which is coming out in June. The early access beta is releasing on between March 17th and 19th. So early access is for people who pre-ordered the game. So if you pre-ordered Diablo, you'll be able to get access to early access. And then the open beta is going to be March 24th through 26th, which I think is pretty cool. So very, very excited for that as well. That's Diablo is a day one tentatively, because it's too many other games releasing.
Oh nah, I like Diablo, so I'm gonna get it. But yo, I'm gonna keep you know, you already know we're gonna be honest with ourselves here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's tentative.
I might not even touch that game until like August, my boy. Like
yeah,
it's keeping a stack.
Way too much. All right, then this last bit of news, man. Listen, so Bari, you remember the iconic PlayStation sound that would play when you boot up a PS1?
Mm-hmm.
He unfortunately his name was Tohru. His name. You okay, Bari?
Oh, my bad.
You all right, brother? So his name is Tohru Okada. So he unfortunately passed away this past week, man.
Oh no.
Yeah, he died at the age of 73. So he passed away. So rest in peace to him. And you know, it's very sad to see him go. And then this last bit of quick news, man. So the DICE Awards was this past week, man, and there was a lot of awards. But one of the biggest awards that was being cleaned up, was God of War Ragnarok. God of War Ragnarok cleaned up at the DICE Awards. So they won awards for God of War Ragnarok for wins Adventure Game of the Year. They also won for, where's the other one? Outstanding achievement for original music, outstanding achievement for audio design. They also won for GT7, also won Racing Game of the Year. And then God of War also won outstanding achievement in art direction. God of War Ragnarok also won outstanding achievement in animation. God of War Ragnarok also won outstanding achievement in character. I guess this is character design.
My boy Wario is on it.
Christopher Judge. He won for performance, and he gave a nice speech. God of War Ragnarok also won for outstanding.
It was 8 minutes, Chris Judge. We ain't playing around. Be consistent.
It was quick. It was a quick speech he gave.
They forcing that man. Chris, if you want to talk, come on. What's up, PlayStation podcast? We'll let you go all day.
And then
you deserve it. You deserve it. Real talk. Your performance was phenomenal. You deserve it. They should not be timing you on no stage. Let that man get his bars off.
Yo, facts. And then God of War Ragnarok wins outstanding achievement in story. And then obviously Elden Ring won Game of the Year. Elden Ring won Game of the Year.
Why you say it like that, man?
What you mean? Hey, yo, Bari, stop trying to start stuff, bro.
Elden Ring was an amazing game, man.
It was an amazing. I loved it. It was a great game. It was an amazing game. Absolutely, 100%. All right, man. So now we are finally in the topic portion of the show, or discussion portion of the show, man. And it's the last show of the month, so we want to make sure that we got the membership topics for this month out the way before we got going to a fresh new month with new membership topics. So this is going to be that. Right, so it was
don't be shy either,
good
guys, man. Y'all man shy. You know what I mean? Sometimes we want to talk to you guys, man. Put a little question in there. You know what I mean?
Yo, facts.
You got Unikronn writing books all by himself up in there.
Yes.
Unikronn.
So shout out to Henri Heck, man, who gave us a pretty cool topic. So he says, the effort put into special edition controllers and the absence still of special edition faceplates. I agree. I think that PlayStation definitely needs to start putting out some special edition. I feel like Hogwarts, God of War Ragnarok, like there should have been some cool special edition plates made for those, man. Those would drop the ball. I'm hoping they kind of get their act together by Spider-Man 2 and put out some special edition Spider-Man 2 faceplates like Venom or whatever. What you think?
Yeah, I'm with you 100%, man. I feel like I'm not too much like complaining about that because I like the simplicity of like a plain design. You know what I mean? And like I said, I've bought 2 of these plates already. I got the black, all black, and I got the blue. And as you can see in the background, or you can't see anymore, it's the white one that's up because I just like to match everything, you know what I mean, with the white and black, with the Switch, with the controllers, with the DualSense, the case. Now that VR is here, it's matching everything. So that's just me. But I get that everybody wants to customize and want some special edition plates and stuff like that. I think it would be cool. God of War, I feel like that's a game that they should have did it with. You know what I mean? Having the bear and the wolf, just like on the controller, you should have a plate ready to go with that. Horizon would be a great one too. And it don't have to be all crazy, you know what I mean? It could be the symbols, it could be certain wording and stuff like that could be there. That's the ones that I would gravitate to.
Yep.
Oh yeah. It's you can make a lot of money from it. I'm questioning why they haven't done it yet. So I think we're in agreement with you, Henri, with that.
No facts. And then big shout out to that guy Smitty, man. So he says, could you see a world where PlayStation getting COD with Microsoft getting everything else they wanted out of the ABK deal? No.
Nah, Microsoft. I mean, that question was posed to them. Just like, hey, why don't you just why don't you just sell out COD? It was like, nah, that's not in the tables. That's not.
It's not on the table at all.
That. The COD is definitely the main get for Activision Blizzard. So I can't see a world with that.
Yeah, I can't either.
But it's a good question.
Yeah. And then shout out to GianGianThaDon. He says, did y'all think the ABK deal has delayed the PlayStation showcase due to not wanting to show too much and have Microsoft say they say that Sony can survive without COD? If not, then do you think we'll get a showcase in the future of PlayStation in the summer? So obviously, you know, it's funny because that's what I was saying yesterday on Muji Show, where I was saying, I do think part of it might be the developers, but I also think it's also this deal, man. Like, I do think that they are dealing with a lot with this deal, but then again, they're still being consistent with their releases and with, you know, releasing PSVR2 and things like that. So it's a toss up with that. I do hope that we do get something before summer. I'm gonna be honest, a showcase. I mean, if the showcase happens in the summer, it happens. I personally think it needs to happen before the summer, like April. You know, April or something like that. Not during the summer. No, I think it should happen well before the summer. What you think, Bari?
I think next month they should have a showcase because when it comes to first party, you're not really releasing anything from what we know. Next month, you know, you're gonna have like maybe like Firewall, you know, Ultra, which is another VR game. You can highlight that some more in that showcase. But yeah, I think March is prime time to have a showcase and let the PlayStation Nation know what's coming to PS5 in the future from first party and the big third party or the indies as well. You know what I mean? So
yeah, we still need to know about Little Devil Inside and all that stuff as well. So I agree.
Yeah, that game went dormant. You know what I mean?
The Stellar Blaze supposed to be releasing this year. We need a date.
Yep.
Valarius is supposed to be releasing this year. Factions 2. It's too much. It's too much still on the table that we need to know about. Put that showcase out, man. Stop playing. And then shout out to Bird, man. Appreciate you with a topic. He says, as we see
what happened to that boy?
as we see more GAAS IPs being more focused on by third-party publishers, are we moving towards a generation where we are seeing less creativity and imagination? That's a great question. I think yes.
I don't think so. I think the creativity is still there. I just feel like
it's not completely gone.
Games, it's they're just playing it. They're trying to cater to what gamers is going to gravitate to. So if there's a formula that that is working, like Fortnite is hugely successful, so other people are going to imitate that stuff. So because they're probably thinking the mindset is like, oh, we're going to gravitate to that stuff. The most unique games out there in gaming, I'm gonna just keep it a stack. Y'all don't buy. You know what I'm saying? The most unique and different games that's out there that's here on these platforms, gamers don't buy like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, are publishers or developers going to take that risk to be super creative with their games when it comes to the bigger ones? Absolutely not. That's why you're going to see that stuff in the indie titles, because it's less of a cost to get these games out than these bigger games, so you can take more risk. I feel like if more people are buying games, then you're going to see those creativity not dip, the imagination not dip. But everybody wants shit in services now. You know what I mean? Who the fuck is going to put a creative, imaginative game in a service like that? You're going to see them once in a while. Don't get it twisted, but
not consistently.
It's not going to be consistent.
Well, I agree with that, but also to kind of add on to just overall with the question, I feel like a lot of developers are chasing trends. Well, let me not even say developers, publishers, right? A lot of publishers are chasing trends, right? So I think when we're looking at a lot of big AAA games, a lot of AAA games that have an overarching publisher, the publisher is looking to maximize money and profit. They don't really care if the game is good or not. And so when they're pushing those wants down on the developer, that limits what the developer can do. That's why you see so many of these developers creating their own studios, or we see the rise of indie devs. Really, indie devs have stepped up tremendously, man. We're getting such great games like Sea of Stars, Kana, Seafood,
VR. I think VR is that's where you're going to get that stuff, the creativity, because it's a newer way to play.
It's interesting. It's interesting you say that though, because with VR, I agree that you'll definitely see a lot more creativity with VR. But it goes back to what you were just saying.
people are always, trying to shit on the VR, like, oh, well, don't buy this because it's this and that. No,
Exactly.
So
Same
it goes
thing.
back to the original thing of, well, are you going to buy it? And I even think when it comes to games, when people take a chance on certain games, it's like, or when developers take a chance on certain games, it's like, okay, well, are you going to buy it? If you're expecting everything to be released at a subsidized price, you're not going to. That's not how creativity, innovation works. You have to be willing to pay a premium.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people aren't, so you're not getting that stuff. But that's a great question, Bert. Real talk. Yo, Unikronn, man, you gotta start writing these books, brother. These books. The man got books out here. All right, so let's do this.
Unikronn, that he's gonna test your your imagination when it comes to his questions.
Yo, facts. So shout out to Unikronn for the topic. He says, okay, here goes, fellas. Bari and Sona, both of you pick your top 5 weapons from any PlayStation first-party owned IP that you'll take into a final boss fight. You've got no continues left, and that's your final life. You cannot use any of that JRPG stuff, Bari. No materia, summons, or parties. Persona, no infinite ammo or God mode. I know you two love.
Hey, yo, he
cheat.
know us though. He know us.
You two love to cheat. Since this is a Unikronn challenge, here's the twist. Bari, you will pick the boss that Persona and his weapons will go up against. And Persona, you will pick the boss for Bari. The final bosses you two choose have to be from any PlayStation first-party IP. Third-person view game. The rest of the rules are up to you guys to decide. Have at it.
Wow. That is an amazing question. No cap.
There it is. So 5
so
weapons.
how we gonna do this? We're gonna answer the actual question as far as what we'll choose, and then we'll choose each other.
So let's break it piece by piece. So the first part of it is pick 5 weapons from any PlayStation first party owned IP. So let's start there. So the 5 weapons.
You said 5 weapons?
Yeah, 5 weapons. Yeah. Top 5 weapons. Top 5 weapons from any PlayStation first party owned IP. So let's start there. I ain't gonna lie, that's tough.
That's a tough one.
All right, I got it. 5 weapons. The China Lake from Uncharted. The Pistole from Uncharted. The 5 weapons. The dance machine gun from Ratchet and Clank. The disco gun.
Oh, the disco.
The disco gun from Ratchet and Clank. The
boy got you thinking, boy.
Because this is first party now. The golden gun from Destiny 2.
Ooh, who got a golden gun again? Persona?
Hunter. And then the Anarchy from Destiny 2. What about you, Bar? You still thinking?
I
It
got some weapons.
It doesn't have to be guns either. I think it's just like any first. So you could do like blades and all the other shit. Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Let me change one. It just entered my brain. So instead of the China Lake, the drop near spear from Ragnarok. There we go. Yeah. I mean, not China Lake, the pistol. Instead of the Pistole from Uncharted, the drop near spear. There we go. All right, there we go. That's my 5. All right, that's my 5. That's my 5. Yeah.
For me, I gotta start with the Leviathan axe. You know what I mean?
Leviathan axe.
Put people in place, freeze them up, AOE, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Kind of Thor abilities, throw that thing, have it come back. I think that's an amazing freaking weapon. The second weapon I will probably go with is definitely a Ratchet and Clank gun. What was that interdimension teleporter gun that they had?
Oh,
that,
the Rhino.
You know,
the Rhino.
Is the Rhino?
Yeah, the Rhino. Yeah. The Rhino. That's good.
I would want that gun because you can summon anything from the PlayStation world into, the world, and that's like your stuff. So yeah, that weapon. I'm going back to Resistance. And that auger boy. That auger boy.
The AUG, man. That AUG was nasty.
God tier weapon.
Yes, it was.
So how much is that so far? That's 3?
That's 3, yeah. You need 2 more.
Okay. Little Big Planet. The Cratener thing where you can change up your I'm calling that a weapon. I don't give a damn what y'all think.
Or the creation brush thingy?
Yeah, the crate thing from Little Big Planet. You know what I mean? Where I can always be on the flow doing what I gotta do. And create stuff right on the rip. You know what I mean? If I wanna create a bridge, I can create a bridge. You feel me? And that's 4.
Yes.
The last one I would do, Persona. This is a good one. Oh, this is a hard one. It's a toss-up between it is a toss-up, man, because I was thinking like Aloy's like bow, but I was like, nah, man. Let me see.
Nah, but I would use that javelin from Horizon Forbidden West. I should have said javelin. The explosive javelins.
Oh, the explosive joint?
Yep.
The last one, huh? I would, you know what? I would use Jin Sakai, just having like that melee weapon there.
Really?
Even though the Leviathan axe is that one.
Really? You would use Jin Sakai sword?
Yeah, because Jin, you got kind of OP with all the little special moves that he can do.
Yeah.
If that sword can make you do all those abilities, I would love that.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so we got our 5 weapons. Yeah, the chat, they going at it. All right, so we got our
escape.
So we got our 5 weapons, right? All right, so now the second part is, since this is the Unikronn challenge, here's the twist. Bari, you have to pick the boss for me, and his weapons will go up against, and I got to pick the boss for you that your weapons will go up against.
Okay.
Interesting. And it has to be a PlayStation, from a PlayStation game. It has to be a PlayStation boss.
Oh, like a
from any PlayStation first party IP.
Can it be like a older exclusive game?
Any PlayStation first party IP.
Well, it got to be first party?
Yes.
Because I was gonna go Final Fantasy 12, but against Yasmat.
I knew you.
You have to fight that dragon, my boy.
I knew. I'm thinking.
You know what my boss will be that you got to fight against? It will be Infamous 2, the Beast, and the weapon that you will use would be the disco. What you said, the disco thing?
The disco Ratchet. Oh yeah. All right,
I got disco ball weapon.
Yeah.
You're gonna be discoing against that boss.
Okay. You gonna like this, Bari? So my boss for you.
Oh, yo, Henri, boss Zach. My 5th weapon.
The Rotland Robert. The Rotland.
Not even that. The best weapon in that goddamn game.
I forgot. Yeah.
The Electro Pylon
driver. How did I forget about Returnal, bro? How did I forget about Returnal and his weapons? Jesus. Your boss. I'm a cheat. Bari, because we don't know nothing about the game yet. So I'm a cheat on this one. So Bari, your boss is going to be Wolverine. And your weapon is going to be the Leviathan axe.
Oh, yo, Wolverine, you getting your ass beat. You hear what I'm telling you? You getting your ass washed up with that axe, boy. I'm gonna be like, here we go, bub. I am wash you. I am the best at what I do, and what I do ain't nice. You give me that Leviathan axe, I am causing havoc, boy.
Hey, yo, shout out to Unikronn, man. That was a fun one, man. And then Alphonso Carter with the final. He says PlayStation VR2 doesn't need a television to play VR games. Absolutely, it does not.
At first boot up it does, but after you boot it up, like I turn on my PlayStation VR right now throughout the whole podcast. We got both monitors up and things like that, and we're just using it regularly without the TV.
Oh, you're right. You do need a TV because
the first mode is pretty good too. The first mode is very good.
The first time you set it up, they actually tell you take that shit off.
Yep.
Take that off, brother. What you doing?
Let's guide you around pressing these buttons.
Yo, facts. Like, what you doing, brother? Like, take that shit off, man. You ain't ready for that yet. You ain't built for that yet. But yo, man, listen, we are finished, guys. This is the end of the show, end of episode 115.
Oh, we didn't do the last giveaway, did we?
Oh yeah, the final giveaway. Go ahead, Bari, man. Who's the final giveaway? All right. So the final giveaway is who's gonna get my code. So who's gonna get my code, man?
We're gonna close the entries here, and here we go. This is the final giveaway for Horizon Call of the Mountain, and let's see. The winner is the Forgetful Gamer.
Hey,
the Forgetful Gamer. If you're in the chat, I think I did see him in there. Definitely type it up. You are the winner of the third code.
Nah, yo, Brandon, I bought Horizon Call of the Mountain digitally, so this is an extra code. I've got the game.
Yeah, he's in there. Yo,
congrats, Forgetful Gamer, man.
Yo, so hit Persona up at Persona Speaks on Twitter, or myself, JBari_. And well, no, hit Persona because Persona got that code right there. Yeah, hit Persona up on Twitter, and message him. He'll send you the code.
Yes, sir. I'll send you that code, man. So listen, congrats to all the winners. E Rice, XR Rob, and Forgetful Gamer for winning copies of Horizon Call to the Mountain. I hope you guys all enjoy the game. And, big congrats, man. But listen, we are at the end of the show, guys. This is the end. And, we're going to get into these outros, man. Hold on. Wait. Before you do that, actually, there's a couple of super chats, actually. All right, so shout out to
the trophies.
Yeah, we do. Shout out to Chris B, man. He says, been playing Resident Evil Village with my PSVR2. The detail is crazy. That's another one I'm going to try, too. Probably. I'll try to try it this weekend, if not during next week. And then shout out to Herp. He says Spider-Man 2 going for 30 million in 3 days, bruh. Yo, Spider-Man 2 is everyone is waiting for that.
That's how you know it's guaranteed a showcase is coming, because you're gonna want to promote that show. Yep. I mean that game heavily.
And then shout out to Herp again. He says every PS5 owner is gonna buy PSVR Spider-Man 2 day one. Yeah, that's gonna be a very, very popular game for sure. And then shout out to Julian Johnson. Appreciate you for the super chat. He says, I'm here now. Y'all can restart the show. And then shout out to Unikronn. Appreciate you for the 5 euros. He says, just checking in. Bari is looking low on the monitor. Someone get this guy a booster seat. Oh, shit.
No, my monitor, my camera is higher than me. It's up top. So my camera, just to give you, is up here. So it's looking down a little bit here. Your Unikronn thing, I'm short, bro. Like I'm not saying I'm the tallest person in the world, but I'm 5'10", 5'11", man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where you get the whole shortness from. Whatever, Persona.
But yo, man, listen, if you made it to this portion of the show, man, y'all got to get y'all trophies, man. Trophy y'all up. We're going to trophy y'all up. And then we about to get this platinum. If it play that platinum, man. Oh man, I hate stuff. There we go. There go to platinum. Y'all got 115 platinums, man. Y'all y'all climbing out here, man. But listen, let's get into the end. We are at the end of the show, man. So let's get into these outros. Yo, Bari, man, starting with you, brother. Give the people your outro. Let them know, whatever content you got coming to the channel, what's going on next week. Talk to us, bro.
Yeah, man. Gonna be a lot of content dropping from me next week. I did promise a VR unboxing, but yeah, just because the box that you saw earlier, it looked like it's nice, but it's taped up. I ripped it up, and the audio didn't come out right for the video. But I will be talking about VR, giving my review or just impressions, because I think I want to play through more games. So that will probably drop around probably either late Monday or Tuesday. Also, I've been on a podcast tour out here in these YouTube streets, where I was a guest on Good Gaming Podcast with Kofi and J Main. I was a guest on Mooch's podcast, Crossfire. I was a guest on Plus on Block as well podcast. That's my bros upchucking, Dreology. And I will be a guest on the Solid Cast podcast tonight. So, definitely, tune in. If you missed those podcasts, the links right there are in the chat. And if you want to catch Solid Cast live, definitely check me out later tonight there. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. Podcasting, I am I am tired. Yeah, I am tired. I don't know how people do this every day. You know what I mean? 4 podcasts and not even including my own. On my own channel, that's a lot, bro. You know what I mean? But I will be on Mooch's Lucas podcast next week. Scumcast next week, Saturday. I told Luca I'll join up on there. You know what I mean? Next week. So those are my people. So we're gonna show love, the New York way. You know what I mean? We're gonna pull up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, you was also on Mooch's Last of Us review on Monday.
Oh yeah, Monday as well. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, me. I was on Mooch's show yesterday as well. And then I'm gonna be on Weapon Wheel podcast tomorrow evening with BG and those boys, man. So that's gonna be a pretty cool time. So make sure y'all come through to that. And listen, that's it for me. Yeah, ain't no more guesting on none of that. But content, yeah, I'm done. The content for me coming to the channel. So I was supposed to do my Octopath Traveler 2 unboxing. I was supposed to do that unboxing yesterday, but my package didn't come. It's supposed to come next week. So when I get the package, I will put out my unboxing for the collector's edition of Octopath Traveler 2.
What you mean package?
Yeah, collector's edition.
Oh, all right.
And then what else am I? Oh yeah, When Persona Speaks this week as well. Also, I'm gonna be putting out my impressions on PlayStation VR2. You feel me? So, that'll come out next week as well. And I might stream like GT7 or something in VR, just to get, show y'all what's up, man. Because these VR really is the truth, man. It really is dope. So, I got a couple things coming to the channel, man. I got a couple things, man. But also, guys, you might be wondering, what kind of sweater is that? Listen, make sure you guys check out the merch, the WUPS merch. You understand? We out here, brand recognition. You understand? Make sure you guys check out WUPS merch, man. If you want to get a sweater like what I was wearing on the show today, man, WUPSmerch.com. The link is in.
On my hoodie. This is from I Know AREL, the loyalty test guy. Yeah, I think his concept funny as hell. How people just be cheating. Mm-hmm. So I just bought his hoodie. But if you guys notice, shout out to everyone that came through for our first WUPS Reacts with State of Play. And like I say, if you guys want to see more of that stuff, just let us know. You know what I mean? Hit the like button. I'm pretty sure you guys enjoyed it because the reception was great. But as you can see, the camera is fixed now. It's no longer 540p 30 frames. Shout out to my man Persona, man. Cause Persona know I'm hard-headed at times. I can be hard-headed. And
yes, you can.
I was like, yo, what the hell is going on? I was asking Kofi. They was like, yo, you got the same camera I got. So why is yours looking so blurry? The settings was set for 540p 30 frames per second. But now, since I downloaded the Discord app, it's taking full advantage of like the computer, and it's actually outputting what the actual camera can do. So that stuff looks much clearer on your guys' end. On my end it was clear, but on Persona end and everybody else it looked super blurry. But yeah, we got that fixed. Shout out to my man Persona, man. I had to wake him up and all. Like, yo, Persona, man, I need your help, man. We got to test this.
Nah, I do what I'm humble though. You feel me? I do what I do.
You should be humble, man. If I kick your goddamn shins.
Yeah, all right, man. Yo, Forgetful Gamer saying he can't message me. He said he messaged you, Bari, on Twitter. Yeah, I'm not sure why he can't.
Damn, Persona. You know what I mean?
I don't know why. I don't got nobody. I don't know what's going on with that. But
you got Forgetful.
Nah, I don't. Nah, I don't. No. So yeah, man. Listen, we definitely appreciate y'all coming through, man. Episode 115 of What's Up PlayStation Podcast. If you enjoyed the show, definitely like, comment, subscribe. You can follow us on Twitter. Me at Persona Speaks, Bari at JBari_. The links to that stuff is in the description. If you want to check out the WUPS merch store, the link to that is in the description as well. WUPSmerch.com. You can get, sweaters like this, or all the other cool merch that we got. We also got some brand new merch coming later this for the summer release. The summer WUPS merch line. The summer WUPS merch line is gonna be pretty fire. So y'all definitely not gonna want to miss that. And yeah, man, listen, we appreciate y'all so much rocking out with us, man, on this episode. And yeah, man, always remember, guys, What's Up PlayStation Podcast is a podcast for the community, by the community. And we'll catch you guys next Saturday, same time, same place, same crew, the WUPS crew. And we out, guys. Peace out, man. Peace.